Get everything muted here. Hadn't started on the YouTube side. Now, another pop-up live for me. All mine's pop up, aren't they? Hello, Karen. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Doggleben. I was so close to getting this block done. So I thought I'm going to go live and finish it. Wouldn't you know, about the time I was sewing here while I was waiting for time to come on here, and I'm out of bobbin. Don't that just beat you? Just can't ever seem to get done. But I've got one here. I'll just put it in there and just a few more rows and I'll have it done. And that'll be 3 blocks that I made today in our sew along. Well, figure out how to get my bobbin in there. Hello, Landa Brookshire. Hello, Beverly Akins. Hello, Guess Who, Nancy. Haven't I pinned the link? Don't somebody else want to come up here? Come up here and talk so I can finish this? I look a little rough, don't I? I'm seeing myself in there. Hello, Molly Pest Hunters. How are you tonight? Hello, Mary Webb. I see Sheila. Let's come. Sheila's in the basement. Hello, Sheila.
Hello.
Let's see, Carrie. There's Carrie.
You're working on those blocks, aren't you?
I am. I've almost got the Dove in the Window done. That'd be my 3rd one today.
Oh my gosh.
So Sheila, you ready to see what I finished today?
Sure. You're putting the metal.
Pedal to the metal. Pedal to the metal. Yeah.
Oh, how neat, Carrie.
Isn't that pretty? Carrie,
Looks
you've done
good.
it good.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's done. She asked for 30 by 30. It's 32 by 32.
That's good. That's close enough. Yeah,
it is.
I had a professional quilter to cut it for me, and she couldn't even get it to cut right.
Huh.
Am I too loud? Because I want to finish this.
No.
It
doesn't bother me.
Just a little bit, and I'll have it done, and I'll stop. I promise I'll stop.
So there you go, Sheila. I finally finished Texas Angels thing.
Did you?
And I'm not real good at keeping surprises, but not from Texas Angel, Carrie. But you have a surprise coming.
I know somebody else is sending me something from Tennessee.
I got something to show you. I got in the mail today.
Is it a purse? It looks like a
no.
It holds your iron.
For my iron.
Iron, okay. Well,
and
that's
you unzip it, and that's where the iron's at.
Okay, that's neat.
I've got my little Alyssa. It's made out of wool. I bought it on Amazon.
Okay, for somebody like you that goes to retreats, that's handy.
Yeah, and it's made out of like wool on the bottom and on each side, but it has a tag. It says Alyssa on it.
Okay,
but
one of my flyers that comes today from where I can buy stuff had Alyssa ironing board covers. I'm just wondering if I ought to get 2 or 3 of them and try to sell them. What do you think?
Yeah.
I was going to ask what you thought.
Yeah.
You think they would sell, or would it just be a?
Because people don't stand. Sometimes people don't stand their iron up, or the kids running down and bang into it, and they fall over, and the old covers get burnt.
Yeah. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
You see my ironing little tote thing?
I see that. That's cute.
And then
Did it come with your iron?
Uh-huh. for my little
That's
Aliso
cute.
to take on
Oh,
my
okay.
trip. I got it from Amazon. I
Okay.
seen it
That's
on a
cute.
YouTube one day, and she said I couldn't make it as cheap as they were selling it. You know, by the time she
Yeah.
wool. I seen it on Quilts.
Oh, yeah.
She had one, so that'll protect it too.
Mhm.
So, well, for supper I had fried okra, cooked some squash, and I had some crowder peas with some relish on it.
We
Well, that
we had
sounds good.
we had supper really early tonight because Terry had skipped lunch because I wasn't down here at this house, and so we ate early. But we had a pretty good supper too. We
Yeah,
had made a really hearty potato soup, had everything in it. It was
yeah.
good.
Tomorrow night I had to pick Jaden up at 4 from a drama club at school, and so we're going to make some hobo dinners.
Oh, I like hobo dinners.
I figured that'd be easy. I'm trying not to cook a whole lot to have leftovers
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
since I'm leaving Saturday morning.
How long you gonna be gone?
I'm coming back on the 24th.
So about 2 weeks?
Yeah, about 2 weeks. I'll be gone.
Doggle being said glad that we call it supper, like a lot of people call it dinner.
No, it's supper here.
It's supper to me too.
Rita,
My
yes,
granddaughter, she
when I
says
get the
it's
surprise,
dinner.
it's going on my sewing machine.
What
I'm gonna
is?
be decorating my sewing machine now. I'm putting a sticker on it.
Oh, okay. I don't have any sewing machine stickers.
I don't either.
I have them on my one in my sewing room. I do.
A nice lady from Tennessee is sending me some stickers and something in the
Okay.
mail.
Okay.
I do have some stickers on a cabinet in there.
I'm not too big on stickers.
Rita, it's been a while since you sewed.
Oh, I know, and I'm enjoying it. I knew I was.
Have you been missing it?
I
Or
think
you been too
I have.
busy to miss it?
Well, I think now that I've gotten back into it, it's been days since I sewed.
Yeah.
Look who's sewing. Rita. She's happy.
I've
There's
lost
Lil.
one of my little half square triangles. Let me get up and look around, see if I can find it. I can lay stuff down, and I'm telling you, it walks off.
You need to get you some friction pins, Rita.
I do, don't I? I'm gonna have to. Shoot, I can't finish my block if I can't find that. I found it. It's in the floor.
Yet some of my half square triangles on that cup of love, every once in a while I'd find one part of it on the floor. Well, I've got them cut out and got them squared. And now I just need to sew all the pieces together.
Mm.
I think I got 13 to do.
I've got so many things started, and then I'll see a new pattern. Oh, that'd be pretty. That'd be nice. And then I'll go to looking around for fabrics to do it in. And what am I thinking? I have to call myself in. So
What you
Yeah.
working on now, Rita?
I'll show you in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
In just another 5 minutes or less, I'll show you.
She's catching up with you, Kathy. She's trying to catch up with you.
Okay.
It's one of the sampler blocks, is what it is.
Oh, okay. I gotta catch up on mine too. I'm just about done with this quilt. Tomorrow I'm gonna put the binding on it, and then I'll be done with these baby quilts.
Oh, I know you'll be glad of that because you're
Yes.
time crunch with it.
Yep. Well, her shower's not till the 14th, so I got plenty of time. I was
Yeah.
just afraid I wasn't gonna make it, but I have. Right now I'm just sewing the binding around, not the binding, but what do you call the little strips on each side?
Border.
The borders, yes.
Hmm.
I'm just kind of tacking down the borders.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'll put the binding
I'm
on.
going to need to make a baby quilt, but I want to kind of wait till I know what it's going to be.
What it is, yeah.
Because my grandson, him and his wife, they're having a baby in November.
Okay.
There's Charlotte, and there's Deb, Joanna.
Yeah, I haven't been reading chat. Sheila, you read the chat because I've got to finish
Okay.
this. I've got to finish this. It's important.
She,
So where's
Rita's on a
Francis
mission,
tonight?
She's on a mission.
and nothing's going to stop her.
Nope.
Where's
What's she
Francis
doing?
tonight?
I was over there. I seen her on Carrie's. What's she doing? Is she?
What'd
Doggleben
you say, Larry?
Doggleben says my sister is still in Indianapolis
Mhm.
hospital, but she's finally doing better. We hope she's home soon. They think maybe the weekend.
Oh, Francis went to bed.
That
Oh,
would be good.
that
Oh,
was
she
her.
went to bed?
Was her
Yeah,
mission
because
so
they have
good?
to go somewhere tomorrow.
Ramona's here.
Hello, Ramona.
Beverly, Mary Webb,
Sandra
Sandra
Kay.
Kay. Hi, Sandra.
Hello, Sandra and Beverly and Deb. And I've called some of y'all's names.
And guess who Nancy said praying she gets to go home soon? Doggleben's sister.
Well, I was on Sandra's live earlier watching her.
Were you?
I
Yeah,
wasn't
making a purse.
on the panel, but I was watching her make that bag.
Yeah.
Yep, that was good.
Uh-huh. It
Oh, I've
turned out
been gone
cute.
part of the day.
Yep.
What was she making? A bag?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you know, Kathy,
Yeah.
those chickens and knitting would make a cute knitting bag, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. It
And
sure would.
it looks like it's knitted, but it's not. It's just printed cotton, is what that was.
Yeah, that's why I asked you in that message, was it knitted?
I
Yeah,
thought they
my craft show, I sell a lot of chicken stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ray, did you get any new fabric today?
I did, yeah. Some more color play stuff and some chickens knitting on one piece of fabric. And then there was another one that was for quilt backing. So it was a real pretty.
Did you do a video of it?
No, no. I had
No wonder I didn't see it.
it had come late this afternoon and I'd already done 2 videos today. So
Yeah.
don't get tired looking at me. So.
I can't think, well, I don't remember seeing it.
She put it on Facebook though.
Oh, did she? Okay. Lisa's
Just
here.
Mm-hmm.
chickens because they were cute.
Yeah. And Deb.
It's Lisa, don't leave for just a minute. I want to show you something just a minute. So don't leave yet.
Don't leave, teacher. Don't leave.
Well, hello, Charlotte.
Hello.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hello.
Howdy,
howdy. Sandra.
Hey, Sandra.
Hi,
Hi,
Sandra.
everybody. I just checked, and then I started my dinner,
Hey.
and then I come in and say, "Oh, Rita's on."
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi,
Yeah, because I haven't eaten my dinner yet. It's right here by me.
What are you having for dinner?
Just pizza.
Pizza.
Well, I sauteed some asparagus, and I just ate that
Yeah.
while I was waiting for the pizza to cook.
I had crowder peas with this relish on it, cooked squash, and fried okra.
How'd you cook your squash?
I had put it up back last summer, and I just got it out and I just cooked it down and put a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of butter in it and just
Okay.
cooked it
It's
down.
good like that.
Now,
It
I
had such a fresh taste. Oh my
want,
gosh, it was so
want to
good.
show y'all my dove in the window.
There's her dove in the
All
window,
right.
everybody.
Way to go. Way
So
to go, Rita.
That's
That's-
pretty.
That's 3 for me today. Lisa, did you see? I'm catching up.
She's on a roll.
Okay, I missed
Good.
the other one, Rita. What was the other one?
I did the swamp angel, and I did
I
the
seen it.
what was that one? Harper's Garden. I did Harper's Garden.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
Harper.
I didn't see that one.
They're up at the other house, so they're not down here.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
this was so close, I brought it down here to finish it tonight.
Okay, it's pretty.
You're getting
Three.
caught up.
3 blocks for me. I get an atta girl, so
You've got what? 10 more, 7 more to catch up.
something like that. Because I think that this is about my 10th. I think I've made. So.
It won't take you long unless you do the harder ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do both, but I got to get caught up on them.
I didn't write down the last 2 because I was busy.
I haven't done the Mary Mini one. I haven't done that one or the
I
poinsettia.
haven't either.
I don't know if I'll get them done.
Charlotte, are you making the blocks? Are you doing the so long?
No,
No,
I'm not doing nothing.
doing nothing. you will be soon because gonna put a package in the mail for you in the morning. So,
Hot dog.
Uh-oh. We lost her. She's
Oh,
back.
I hit the wrong button. I was going to show you my dirty room.
oh. Join the crowd. I hate for you guys to see all my mess.
Can you see it?
But it don't look bad. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Looks fine
Yeah.
to me.
You can't see the really bad part. There it is.
Well, you
I
should.
can see the flooring, so that's not.
I know. If
That's
we could,
not
yeah,
much.
if you can see the floor and there's more than just a pathway, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that.
I'd say. I just got 2 dust cups off my vacuuming of the living room floor real fast while my pizza was cooking.
Oh my goodness.
So I got to go back. I vacuum it 4 times.
No, Charlotte, none of us thinks it looks bad. We all
No.
think it
Yeah.
looks good.
Well, I appreciate that. I went from a 4,000 square foot house when my home burned to a 800 square foot apartment, and it's a sewing room.
Yeah.
Okay.
At one time, I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, and it was like about 750 square feet.
Did you live by yourself? It was after the kids is grown, or
After
See?
everybody had gone. The bad part is I lost everything though. I lost my quilts, my mom's, my grandmother's, my great grandmother's.
oh,
Oh,
that's the bad part. Yeah.
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 All the memories.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of things you can't replace.
No, but I got the memories and I got a good imagination.
Did you take any like pictures of them?
They burned too.
Oh,
You know, doing genealogy, I've always been told you need to spread it out so that the copies of the pictures. So if somebody does lose a house, there's the copies are someplace in somebody else's house too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have a lot of them on my phone.
Oh, I
And
have a lot on my phone.
And my
I
iPad.
have a lot of pictures of my siblings. I'm the only one left. It's me, nobody else.
How old are you, Charlotte?
I'm 17.
Can I? Is that not allowed to ask? We tell our age all the time. So we're proud of these years we've got.
we earned them.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
one of them.
Yes.
I guess I'm 71
Okay.
Are you?
and I'm going to be 72 April the 11th.
Oh,
April. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
you told
right
me
around the corner.
that's when my grandson turns 22.
And that's Millie's
Oh.
birthday, April the 11th.
I
Is
know,
it?
I heard that.
Mhm. And I've got her a little toy sewing machine for her birthday present already. Got it from
Oh,
Amazon.
Aw.
It's already here. Just a little piece of junk, but it looks like a little sewing machine.
yeah. She'll love it.
I hope so, but
Joanna
Mom taught me to
says,
sew when I was 5 years old on a Singer. And I sewed on it until I was 69 and it burned.
Joanna says, I just finished a couple bandanas for Deb, and I need to finish my chicken grocery bag holder and pocket prayer thingies.
Joanna stays busy all the time.
Yeah.
You can see the Indian in me.
Are you part? Are you part Indian? How much Indian are you?
My great grandmother was a boatwright.
Boat ride. Well, that don't tell me nothing. But
That's a Choctaw Indian. And
sorry.
and my great grandfather was Cherokee,
I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
and they're from Oklahoma.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad you asked that question, Rita, because I didn't know either.
I didn't know. I'm not being rude. I just didn't know. So
Well, it's like,
Choctaw. My mom was born in Pushmataha County, Tuskahoma, Oklahoma.
now
Oklahoma
that's a
Territory.
mouthful.
yeah, try saying that fast. So
That's a tongue tie for me.
Yeah.
say Carrie, say push mataha.
What's
Okay.
it? Taha.
I got something to show you
Oh,
Oh
because
no, make her big.
my
Yeah.
mom's side of the family was Cherokee,
You're
and this is
Cherokee
her.
too.
Oh, how lovely!
Yeah, she looks Indian too.
Yep, she
Yeah.
is. She's
Yeah.
about 18 there, but she
Oh.
had jet black hair
Yeah,
when she was real young. Okay, you can make me little.
thank you, little. That's a beautiful picture, though.
Yeah.
I had corn silk hair. My grandmother had corn silk hair.
Your blonde hair? Is that blonde?
My hair is white as it can be. It's reddish blonde, yeah. It's reddish blonde.
Hmm.
And I got it pinned up.
Yeah. And look,
Yeah, somebody's got a background noise.
Charlotte, do you have something playing in the background? Can you mute the YouTube side and leave the StreamYard open? Can you
Okay.
mute the YouTube? Don't
I know Lisa. I thought I was hearing things, but I wasn't sure.
don't kick yourself out. If you do, come back, but try muting one of them.
How do you do it?
Do you have two tabs open? Are you on? Oh, you're on a phone or a tablet.
Phone. Oh my God.
Oh, she's never gonna find it. It's like,
Tap phone.
and hello,
My
Marla.
computer died too. It
Uh-oh.
burned.
Wow, it's not too bad. We can put up with it.
We can put up with it.
yeah.
Carrie, I thought you were on live.
I did, but I decided to come over this side.
Okay.
Well, I was trying to figure out where the heck am I going? Like I've been in there 2
I
lives.
was over on. Charlotte, come back. I was over on Carrie's for a few minutes, but I was so tickled to show y'all my blog that I had to do my own lives.
Yeah.
I decided to show everybody the blanket I finished for the dog blanket.
I have a beggar down here.
Hi, Billy. You want to come live with me, Billy?
There you go.
There's moon boots, moon boots, moon boots, and he never did call me. So I hear myself in the background. Yeah,
Yeah,
Joanna, I did 3 of them today, Joanna. So I'm catching up.
You are.
Heck. I
You
shocked
get any
myself by making that bag.
Did I what?
Get any customers?
Just one. Just one.
Well, that's better than nothing.
That's better than nothing.
You want
It gives you an excuse to sew the blocks.
It did. I just found something to do. Had some tidying up to do, and then just started sewing. kept looking over my shoulder just in case somebody walked up and scared me. And it was noisy today because the wind is just blowing and making all kinds of just little noises. But
Yeah.
Well, Moonboot says, I will call you again. I enjoy and appreciate the private time.
yeah. Okay. Moving on now.
Yeah.
moving on?
He thinks you're a super fun
woman.
I
can be fun out here, just doing what I do every day. Just keeps me busy.
Charlotte.
Yes.
I finished Texas Angels dog blanket today.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So you get to test it out tonight.
It's nice
I
and
love Texas.
Yeah. Charlotte's from Texas. She's in Texas.
I like Texas and I like Idaho.
Whereabouts
I like
in
Arkansas,
Texas, Charlotte?
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Texas are you?
East Texas.
Are you?
I'm
near
20 miles south of Tyler.
Are you? I live near Oklahoma City.
We done overpass. And it's 2 bedroom, 1 bath. It's got 1,324 square feet.
I've been there, Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name of the lake we had our family reunions on in Oklahoma.
You have used pecan trees if you want.
Yeah, I heard that Ohio was supposed to get some snow today.
Hmm.
Ohio was supposed to get some snow today.
It was cold here at my house.
It's been chilly here today too, with the wind blowing.
Yeah, it's
been cool out and windy. Not sun at all.
I just put on a gown before. I didn't know y'all were here.
Nobody knew till 15 minutes before I was here.
Yeah, because I checked, and then I figured nobody's coming on, so I put my pizza in the oven, vacuumed my floors, and then I come in to check, and Rita's live, Carrie's live, everybody's live.
Marla says she didn't get
I'm
any
hoping
snow
you're not
today.
contagious.
Well, I was watching someone else, but then it popped up and it said Rita's going live, so I switched.
I
Oh,
don't
it's
want
good.
to get that cleaning germ.
Oh, you don't want the cleaning germ?
No.
Sometimes I wish I had just a little bit of the cleaning germ because my house needs cleaned.
Well, with me going on doing these lives for in place of Kathy,
I've got just
it's
a
taking up my
wee little
time.
bit.
But this was the bag I made today.
That's
let me make it.
cute.
Make her big.
I'm gonna make her big. Oh, that's
It's like-
cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Cute bag.
It's only been in the bag to be made for 9 years.
Yeah.
Don't rush. But I did pretty good for not knowing what I was doing today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What's on the
cute.
very end
Is
of
it
the
cotton
zipper?
or is that
what is that?
You make a tab.
fake leather?
Out of fabric?
Yeah, that's out of fabric. It's a
Okay.
I think they said it was a 2 by 3 inch piece. The way they
Okay.
had you fold it, cut off the zipper, add it to it.
Okay. I haven't done one like that. I've made them like that, but the zipper at the end, it's kind of folded under a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, this long tail was tucked down in this little teeny tiny hole that I had to get it back out of.
Yeah.
And I thought, what the heck?
Yeah.
And Bailey,
That's
there's
pretty.
saying hi to you.
Yeah, Bailey's watching.
Hi, Billy.
She says, "Let me see. Let me see it."
Mhm.
They want.
Yeah.
They
What
want to
is
look
it?
at. They want to look at Bailey. She says.
Yeah.
I've
like-
made two different bags. One was kind of like that.
But it's a shop hop kit we got for completing a shop hop.
Oh,
We got the
that's kind of cool.
yeah. My husband picked one that was in brownish tones,
Mhm.
and the one that my friend picked, I give it away as a prize on Kathy reaching 300, and I reached 300 subscribers today.
Oh, congratulations.
And I'm
Tracy
309.
Teresa asked if that's a treat bag. Maybe Bailey thought there were treats in it.
It's like it's got ink pens. I don't think you eat. No, it's like she's gonna try to get closer to the pizza.
And hello, Echo, at living my best life at 60.
Yeah. Okay. You're not a lap dog, Bailey.
Billy, get down for Grandma.
I'm living my best life at 71.
Me too. But I'm not 71. I'm 73.
Hello, Jay Mary, and she says hi to all on the panel and in
Yeah.
chat.
Hi, J. Mary.
Mary.
It's just, hi, J. Mary. Oh, it's like I could
Hello.
open up the chat up here. There.
Yeah, every time I do so much, then I come down and read the chat, then I go back in.
Mm-hmm. Jay Mary says, howdy, howdy. And yeah, that's right. We can live our best life at any age. That's pretty
Yeah.
good advice right there.
Right. It's only a number. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding us of that, Echo.
That's why I said I'm living a good 17.
I started my morning out by helping unload 2,110 pounds of garbage.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's how I started my day. And my grandson and I, we unloaded it all in 13 minutes.
Wow.
We was my wrist and will tell me that tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like I haven't
So
felt
so
any
what-
of the
What were you
Uh-huh.
doing with
Yeah.
it? I mean, I don't understand what you were doing.
Why she was unloading garbage?
Yeah.
Yeah, why was you unloading garbage? So
Wow. My grandson's
what's
dogs
the story?
kept getting out. And Marissa has to take 3 kids out to get the dogs. So they're putting up a new fence. And so they
Mm-hmm.
had to tear out the old fence. And Melinda went up and she cleaned their whole backyard and put it on my trailer.
Oh.
So
Mm.
I had a truck load and a half.
So
Hmm.
where did you take it to?
We had to wait from Saturday to or Sunday to today to the landfill.
Uh-huh. So you had
Yeah.
a place to take it to.
And you have to unload everything one by hand.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
we
but you done it in 13 minutes, one by hands.
yes. Well, luckily those big fence pieces, when we could get to them, up over they went. We just
Uh,
unloaded right on the same side of the trailer.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, I forgot to check, that we didn't bust any tail lights.
Oh.
I don't have anything to put out, but around April the 15th, like every spring, you can put your big trash out by the curb and they'll come by and get it. But if it's like limbs and stuff, it's got to be tied up. It can't just be thrown
Yeah,
out
we don't
there.
get that here.
But they won't take like tires or batteries. I mean, there's a whole list of what they will and what they
Yeah.
won't.
Like tires, we have to pay $5 a tire to get rid of them. If it's a battery, it's $5. If you take out recyclable metal, you don't have to pay. But that little over 2 tons, the first 2 tons cost me $80.
Ooh.
Hmm.
The other 110 pounds cost me $3.20.
That was expensive, 80. Now we have two people in our community, and I've got this one guy's name. If you need anything metal hauled off, he'll come. Like I had a dryer that needed to go away. And so he came in my house and got it and took it out.
Mhm.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to take it outside for him, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And then he gets like, and he'll go around and get a whole truckload, and then he takes it down to Oklahoma City to this place where he gets like so much a pound for it.
Yeah. See, that's what we do with our aluminum cans. We save all of them up because that's
Yeah.
2 separate places we have to go to. We
Hmm.
save them up until my bin, I have a lean-to shed that's 8 by 24. So once it gets 8 by 8 by 8 foot tall, I mean 8 foot tall,
Yeah.
then we load them in a stock trailer and
Yeah.
take them up and get about $300 to $400.
That's good. Now I have a friend that lives maybe a mile from me, but her trash is Oklahoma City, and I'm not Oklahoma City trash. And I gather all of my cardboard boxes, aluminum, like aluminum foil, cans, milk cartons, all of that. And I take it to her house about once every 2 weeks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I just keep it in the garage in this huge bag, and also like Coke cans. I do that. So I have about one trash bag a week. Is all I have.
We have one day coming up at the end of April that you can call for washer dryers or refrigerators.
Yeah.
But you have to cut the motor off the refrigerator.
Huh.
Well, if I got to do that, I'm just going to go out and pay $7 to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not flipping that thing over and cutting it off. I might
No.
cut something wrong.
Yeah, I have a
Hello,
spare
Gladys.
refrigerator in my
Hi,
garage.
Gladys.
Hi, Gladys.
Hi, Gladys. But at times, I'm sure glad I have a spare refrigerator because it comes in handy.
You don't
Don't
flip
flip it
it
over and
over,
knock
you
it
knock
over.
it over. It's
Well, then
already
you got to get
broken.
it back upright. And then you have to tape the doors off.
Well, I could
It's
see
like,
why they'd want the doors off for the safety of it.
yeah. And by the time I figure out all that stuff, forget it.
We used to have recycling, but they said it got too expensive here, and you could only do certain items, and it was only open at certain times, so they just shut it down. Well, there's a little town named Yukon about 10 miles from me, but who wants to do 10 miles there, 10 miles back? That's 20 miles just to take recycling in. But then they even shut that down because you have to show your electric bill to show where you live now.
Yeah.
So we can't even do that, you know.
As we have cardboard recycling, and the money from that goes to the city.
Do you?
But it's like we was getting cardboard in our bin that wasn't even from this county. So they had to shut it down. We can only go down during certain hours now. They lock it up.
Yeah, we just don't have any. So, and she's like, "Oh yeah, just bring it in." But she has two like big trash receptacles that are
Yeah.
just for recycling.
Recycling.
So I'm
And thank
glad
you,
that she
Beverly.
has it.
But I pull all my labels off of my boxes. As soon as I receive them, I pull the label off. I don't want my address going out to even the landfill.
Now, what I do, I mark through it with a black magic marker.
I pull mine off the box.
I do that. Yeah, I've done several Amazon boxes.
And then I reused one because I'm sending a quilt out to be quilted by Courtney that was
Yeah.
on here just a little bit ago. I'm sending her that one. Oh, you guys didn't see it. It was on my wall for a day.
Mm.
And
I'm
hello,
sending Summer Moon to Courtney to be quilted. Okay.
The cat.
Yeah, the little neighborhood town. You have to, you know, prove that you live there to do it.
Yeah. And see, that's what, each town has their own cardboard receptacle
Yeah.
that the town gets credit for it. But they was putting garbage in the boxes, shoving them in the cardboard bin.
Yeah, people just kind of abuse it.
Well,
you know.
it's like one day I went down there to take my cardboard down. I brought home a load as big as the cardboard load I took down because I took the garbage out of there because it's not right. So
Yeah.
I brought their garbage down and put it in my garbage can
Yeah.
because their garbage can that was there was also full.
Well,
But
our
people-
city used to do the trash pickup, but now it's like contracted out to some company.
Yeah. Ours is contracted, but
Yeah.
if I have
How
extra
much does your
garbage,
trash pickup cost you a month? Sandra,
huh?
how much does your trash pickup cost you a month?
Almost $37.
Oh my gosh. I'm griping because mine's 13.
Well, don't complain. It's
Because they
like,
went up recently. It used to be 10.
well, and then off that $37, I have to pay 10% more to the city.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, this is just
37 goes to the garbage
the
man.
local water bill. They had that on there.
We have to pay for rainwater
Yeah.
here in our city.
Huh.
My
That
garbage,
runs off.
Hmm.
That's
garbage,
attached
water, and
with our.
sewer is $150 a month.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, my water and sewer, and I pay $7.50 a month for an ambulance fee. Because if an ambulance picks you up and takes you to the hospital, you don't have to pay. So I'd gladly do that. So mine runs about $49 to $50 a month.
I never heard of an ambulance fee.
Yeah.
It's like, it goes into the EMS fund in case they need it.
Yeah. EMS fund. Then there's this little dollar or two for road maintenance, and they nickel and dime you to death, and then the trash,
Yes.
then the
Like
water.
us, like us having to pay for rain.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 18 miles away. They have the solar panels producing electricity, but it's not coming here. It's being
Yeah.
shipped up to California.
Mm-hmm.
We have all those wind turbines everywhere. It's not being used here. It's shipped
Oh,
to
we have
someplace
wind
else.
turbines like you would not. It's a little bit further west than Oklahoma City. Oh my gosh, they're just row after row after row. You see those things.
We
We
Yeah.
have
don't have
them here
that down
too,
here.
Sandra. Sandra, we
It's
have
because
them
we
here.
got the wind.
We have them here too, but they're not even hooked up.
Oh,
Oh,
really? Huh?
Mm.
Jay Mary's talking about the eclipse. Now I've set up a live stream for that eclipse, but how am I going to show that? Do I take the computer out in the yard and show
yeah.
the sun? Is that what I
You
do?
just have to have the computer face. I don't face it straight up to the sun. Is like put it at the top edge of the computer, and then
Okay.
you just watch it through that also.
Okay. I mean, it's not till about, I forget the time,
Well,
about
do
noon.
you have some sunglasses to wear, Rita?
I've got some of those glasses for the eclipse
Okay.
glasses.
And they say not to have your regular glasses on when you put those on too.
Yeah, because they wouldn't fit upright.
Because I was reading on it. Yeah. But someone said if you just put them on right now, you couldn't see anything. Said it's
You
like
could
total darkness.
black, yeah, it's black through them.
But I haven't tried them on. But I've got 2 pair.
Uh,
Boy, y'all's
Yeah.
water bill's a lot more expensive than mine.
mm.
Water and sewer, 85 to 90 monthly.
Yeah, water, sewage, trash pickup, road maintenance, and now the ambulance thing, that is volunteer. If you want to do it or not.
1:50 p.m. for Fort Smith.
Yeah.
What time is yours supposed to be there, Rita? The
Close,
eclipse.
close to that time. It'll be a few minutes
Okay.
different, but close to that time.
Yeah.
I'll have to set
We
my
won't.
alarm clock for that time.
We won't even see it here.
But see, your time, I really have to set the clock.
Yeah. Because there's quite a bit of time difference.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
it 3
here,
hours, Sandra?
2 hours between Rita and I.
well, here in
3
Oklahoma, you
hours
have to
from
be
me
like
then.
southeast, they said, to have 100% to see how dark it's going to get. But it's supposed to last a total of 7 minutes here.
Mhm. But it'll take it a while. It'll take it a while to cover the sun and then be over
Yeah.
the sun and then go on past it.
Yeah. They
I
said there won't
seen the
be
last
another
one.
total eclipse for 20 years. So I'll
That's
probably
why
miss the next one.
that's why
Yeah, we'll
everybody's
probably be
booking
gone.
and going to it because we don't plan on being around then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Niagara Falls. They got the motels ready, and they're
Yep.
gonna be standing at the Niagara Falls looking at it.
Yeah. Now in Memphis, I looked it up. They're going to have 90% be able to see it.
Moon boots. That's what my husband says. Who cares? I'm all excited about it, and he don't care.
I mean,
So
there's just such a big deal. I mean, it's okay if I see it, if not. I mean, but these towns are like really preparing and they're routing traffic a different way. They got
yeah,
all these T-shirts for sale.
yeah,
Yes.
they're even going to call out the National Guard. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that one eclipse that went through, I don't know if it was which kind it was. Yeah, they sold everything. Souvenirs everywhere. But it is just a weird feeling. You're out there, you're enjoying the sun or whatever, and then
And
all
then
of
all
a
at
sudden
once it's dark.
you're cold, it's starting to get dark,
Uh-huh.
and then you'll watch street lights pop on that have the electronic
Yeah.
eye,
Yeah.
and then it starts getting light, and all the street lights go back off, and the temperature starts rising again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melinda's got 100% too. It's going to be 100% where I'm at.
Yeah.
But the worst part is there's so many people flocking into areas that you've never had traffic before.
Mhm.
Yes, and down in southeast, like Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, they've set up like a place for trailers, to come in and motorhomes, and it's all booked up.
Yeah, that's what they did down by
And-
Sisters.
And
Oregon.
everything's closed. Sheila, you need to watch and make sure you can get gas if you're traveling that day too. If some of the
No,
gas,
I'm not going to be traveling that day.
She's just going to be watching.
I'm going to be in Memphis. I'm going to go outside her apartment and have my glasses on and see if I see anything.
it'll get dim, I'm sure. Maybe not completely. Dark, but it'll get dark.
Now, you have more than one free range chicken, right? That rooster and
Yeah, they'll all be out running around that day. It'll be interesting to see what they do if the guineas go in or what.
the chickens here, they went back in and they was all confused.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, wow, we just went to bed and we got to get up already. When the rooster started crowing again.
Yeah, I may have to, if I'm outside with the phone or the computer, I have to show you what the chickens do. So.
Yeah.
But see, I'm
That'd be
traveling
funny.
Saturday to Memphis, and then I'm going to be there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then like leave Wednesday morning. So I'm not worried about the gas part.
Bringing in bus loads where Melinda's at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And most of these travelers took the whole week off. They're on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are on vacation.
Sheila, take all the gas you can, make the visitors suffer. Yeah, Sheila's coming to see me the day before.
Yeah. Yeah. Saturday
Her drive.
morning.
Mary Webb's daughter and boyfriend are driving to Texas for the Texas eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some people around here have rented out their pastures and stuff for people to park on and park on that day. So.
You know
It's
the worst
going
part
right
about
over us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know the worst part of that is people are selfish, unworthy, and they leave a dump behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate to say the mess
But I
that
just
was
wonder,
left behind.
after it moves on, are people just going to like hang around there? Or are they going to go home? Or
Well, it's like the ones in Oregon, they paid rent for the whole week.
yeah.
And they brought in dumpsters, outhouses, all sorts of things for the farmer's field.
Mm-hmm. There's some bluffs off up here north of me, and they have there's a sign up there where they're going to put porta potties and stuff. So I guess everybody's going to go up to those bluffs and watch it up there or something. But that's kind of dangerous. How many people's going to will somebody be falling off the bluffs? So.
And I'm sure they're probably charging admission or a parking fee.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the national forest. That is. But.
Yeah. But it's just crazy. We seen the garbage that was left behind because some people just pulled off the side of the road and disposed of their garbage because it was supposed to be pack it in, pack it out. And they just couldn't do it because they had no space. So they just threw it on the side of the road.
Did you see what Hossel
I don't have no pie here. No pie.
Now, Sheila's usually the one that has the blackberry cobbler, though.
Yeah, but I haven't made one a while. I haven't baked any desserts this week.
I don't make pies for one, unless it's pizza pie.
You know.
And Bailey didn't even come back for her last piece of crust.
I have angel food cake in the freezer if that counts. It thaws out. It freezes and thaws out good.
Well, I've got some of that lemon squares that they're in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then I got some slices of like an oatmeal bundt cake. I got that in the freezer.
I do have a pan of cornbread over there on the counter. You want some cornbread and milk? that work?
That's
I
pretty
love
good
good
at
cornbread and
nighttime.
milk.
Put a sign up by the bluff about the quilt shop so you can get new customers.
That'd be a good idea, Rita.
It might be. But they were probably not quilt people. They're probably partiers.
Yeah, you don't want no partiers.
Who knows?
The lemon bars count, Sheila. The cornbread doesn't.
Oh, I can't stand to drink buttermilk. Ugh.
I like buttermilk.
I
I
love
like to cook
buttermilk.
with it,
Yeah.
but not
Right
drink.
now we're still raining here, but no snow yet.
No snow there, just rain. Oh, we don't
I'm
have
not
any
in-
rain.
I'm in Scarborough. I'm not near the capital.
You know, that's those storms that come close. Not here the other night. We didn't get a drop of rain. Not lightning, no
Nothing.
rain, nothing. It was all
I got
north.
kind of a shower, but
I'm
that
not
was all.
in Ottawa. Sorry, I'm down near Toronto, Ontario.
See, some of us love buttermilk.
Not me.
I love to use it in baking. It's great. And when I make hush puppies, all I use is buttermilk. I don't use regular milk. I follow Paula Dean's recipe.
Charlotte, you still awake? You
Oh, yeah.
You look comfortable. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I'm awake. I'm
I
just
thought she was
watching.
going to come through that screen.
I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, you didn't? It's hard to scare me.
Hey, like doggle bin. Anything fattening is delicious.
Well, sure.
Amen, Brother Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a triple berry pie
Mm.
with a homemade pie crust. That sounds good.
You made one, didn't you, Rita?
I have. Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
made one. I bought a frozen one that had all that in it by, I think it was Marie Callender. It was pretty good.
There's
I like
Francis.
blackberries and
Yeah.
peaches and apricot. And that's about it for pies, cakes, and
Oh, there she is.
numbers.
There's Francis says, "Hey y'all, not coming up tonight. Getting up early to do errands. Won't have Trevor tomorrow. Miss y'all."
Oh.
We miss you too.
Yeah.
Hey, Francis. I hope his test come out okay today.
You don't just dunk it in there. You put it in there, put it in there, and leave it.
I
Get your
crumble my
spoon,
cornbread
and you
in my
put the
like
spoon.
regular
That's why you do
white
yours,
milk.
Kathy. You eat it with a spoon.
Yeah, eat
Yeah.
it with your spoon.
I eat it with my spoon.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh, it's delicious.
It's good.
I like mine when it's hot and you put it in there and put your milk over it. It's so good.
Mhm. Long time ago, one of my little nieces was over at my mom and dad's, and they were eating cornbread and milk for supper. And that little kid went off and told her mama how sorry she felt for grandma and grandpa because all they had for supper was cornbread and milk.
And I'd make note,
Uh,
bring food with me to grandma and grandpa's house because that's all they're eating. I'm not. My dad used to eat.
But my mom and dad loved it. They'll eat
uh-huh.
would eat cornbread and milk.
Mine did
What
too.
what my grandma would do, she would usually cook a meat, two vegetables, some kind of homemade bread, and a dessert, and you would have that at lunchtime. Well, when lunch was over, she'd take a tablecloth, and just cover it, and it would stay there. And about 4:30 or 5, if you got hungry, you just pull back the tablecloth and got what you wanted to eat.
Yeah, that's the way the old timers did. Yeah.
Yep, that's what she did.
But if they cooked on a wood stove, which a lot of them did, you only heated it up once to make that meal, so you didn't keep building a fire in the wood stove.
Was it?
Is why my grandma did it that
I
way.
just remember her having an electric stove. She didn't have like a
I,
wood burning stove.
when my grandma passed away, she had an electric stove and a wood cook stove in her kitchen, both, and she preferred the wood cook stove.
Yeah.
But I come from a long line of country folk, though. Long line of
I
poor.
think it would be hard to have a wood burning stove because you got to have enough wood in there
Good.
to heat it. But if you let it get too low, then your temperature's going to go down. If you put too much wood in it, it's
Yeah.
going to be too high and burn your stuff.
Well, I know, but that's all they had, so they had to
I
make they had to
know.
make do.
You do with what you got sometimes, you know.
Oh, I cooked on a wood stove for 6 months just to prove I could do it.
Oh,
Did you?
And it was I had one kid and expecting the second one, and I had a blast. It's just they're not designed for pizza.
Oh.
It's like the crust would get super hard, so I was putting the tinfoil around the edge like you do a pie.
Well, I
'Cause
think maybe on the top would be easier for the cooking than the oven would be.
The oven, probably.
And then there was a compartment on the side, so when you kept it that you could cook like the roast in there and keep it warm while you cooked something else on the other part. And then it had the warmer thing up top. It
Yeah.
didn't get very warm up there, but
Yeah. And Brenda says when she don't have cornbread, she substitutes crumbled up Fritos, and that's delicious. Now I've never
No.
exchanged Fritos for cornbread, but
yeah,
I'm
I'll
not
eat a
gonna
Frito,
ruin
but
my
I won't eat
Fritos that
cornbread.
way.
so that's a new one for me. But
Yeah, me too.
And my son has the wood cook stove in his house. And when the power does go out, they do cook their dinners on it.
Yeah.
I have 2 wood cook stoves stored here, and I have begged Terry to build me an outdoor kitchen and put them stoves in. And he's promised me for 10, 15 years he would, and he still hasn't done it.
Well, you're going to have to start protesting. No food unless I get my outdoor kitchen.
Now, if my electricity was to go off, I can still use my gas burners, but I would have to like manually, take a match and light it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But and I have done that in the past before. Cook some oatmeal for breakfast because I didn't have electricity.
And Doggle Ben's grandma preferred wood burning. She also preferred the ringer washer. And I remember many a time she'd put too much soap in it and it would overflow and run out the back door of the porch.
I love to use, my grandma had a Maytag ringer wash machine. And I thought how cool it was to run the fabrics, the clothes through the ringer and how it mashed it.
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever as a kid.
Yeah. I had one of those after when I had all 3 kids. It's like, I love that ringer washer.
Huh.
And I had my long hair and I caught it in there once and I go, whoa, back up.
Oh.
J. Mary remembers the first time she had to use an outhouse. Talk about culture shocks.
Wow.
Oh, I've done
I
that
have one daughter that hates outhouses still
for
to this day.
years.
They're pretty nasty things, but I've used them.
Yeah, I have too.
I've used my share.
They're nasty.
I can say I used an outhouse just on Sunday. There's an outhouse on the way home. I couldn't make it home, so I stopped.
I used Loretta Lynn's.
Yeah.
Oh.
I sure did at Butcher Holler. I had to go pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband stood at the door while I went.
Yeah.
What is this all for? I'm lost.
I don't quite
Oh,
understand you.
June? I don't know.
We're just reminiscing about old times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just
But
yeah. In June I come on here to show 'em my block, but that was an hour ago. So
I showed
we had to
Texas
move
Angel
on.
blanket.
yeah, it's like Rita showed a block.
We've been talking about cooking.
Yep.
Cooking.
Now we're on outhouses.
And the eclipse and the traffic, and
Yeah.
we just cover anything that comes up.
Garbage, water, and sewer expenses.
Yeah, yeah.
Why I helped unload a ton of garbage.
Yeah, our
Mhm.
family used to have conversations about whose turn it was to get up
Yeah.
to change the channel.
And, yeah, and what was there to change it to? We didn't get but one or two channels.
Well,
I think we had 3.
From.
yeah. Or who's going to stand there and hold the rabbit ears with the
I know, with the
tinfoil because
aluminum
you get better
foil.
Yes.
reception?
Or,
They
or,
always
go, or go out and turn the antenna. Did you ever do
Uh-huh.
that?
We've come
Hey.
quite a ways, haven't we?
Yeah, we
my
have.
dad used
Yes.
to make me to hold the rabbit ears.
Yeah. And then my husband used to always say, turn it up a frog's hair, so and so.
Mm-hmm.
And they would just sit there and he says, well, I asked you to turn the TV up. He said, you said a frog hair and they don't have hair. So he had to change it to something else.
Uh-huh.
And then we figured out rabbit ears, take an old extension cord, take the wires apart, tie them on there, and then spread them across the house. They had a wider field of picking up the reception.
Huh. I never knew that. I always just had
Yeah.
And then we got in trouble because we cut up the extension
the
cord.
the rabbit ears.
In my location, I've drove by houses where they'd have bed springs out there for their TV antenna.
Oh, never thought about the
That's
old.
pretty redneck, ain't it? So,
It is.
Yeah, that would work. No rewind.
no rewind.
Yeah.
Everybody was real quiet, so they wouldn't miss anything.
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't have many choices of channels. We had like 3.
And there was some things that my daddy just didn't want us to watch. I know Flip Wilson. He never liked Flip Wilson and Carol Burnett. He never, when he was in the house, you didn't watch those. I guess he didn't like comedy like that or something. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's amazing. And I don't know how much TV Rita does really have, but on my Direct TV, I can press pause. And as long as I come back to it within 2 hours, I can watch where I left off.
yeah, I used to have satellite TV, but I don't anymore. I just get 2-3 channels through a little old tiny thing that hangs out on the house. It picks up a few channels.
I have a Roku Philio, Philio, and I get like some like cable stations that way. But I cut the cord with AT&T. It was just getting so expensive. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure glad I did.
I work on the phone all day and callers are so noisy. I deliberately flush my toilet if I get a call I don't want. I deliberately, and I even hold my phone down near the toilet bowl.
Oh no.
Heck, they called me. Who cares, right?
Do they say, can I call you back later?
They usually end up hanging up on me after a while.
Do they?
Yeah. Because I'll sit them underneath the TV, get the remote, turn the volume up really loud, the toilet flushing, the sewing machine, put them right up here by the sewing machine needle, and then just keep sewing. And they go, what are you doing? I says, well, I'm busy. What are you doing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But it's like
Okay.
I
Nope.
answer the telemarketers. I'm nice.
But
I answer them all.
my
They don't
phone
call back.
doesn't ring when telemarketer calls me. I just see it on there, but it doesn't like ring.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, those ones, the political ones that I have blocked them altogether. But it's like I told DirecTV they call me one more time trying to get me to sign up for something. I'm unsigning for the whole program. They haven't called me back since.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose the customer that they do have.
Mm-hmm.
But
But then
I
you used to get calls like from Dish or something, and you didn't even have Dish, and they'd want you to go check for these numbers and stuff.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and I never gave them no numbers. Sometimes I'd act like I was going to just fool with them, but I'm not going to give any numbers through the phone. But
Yeah.
when we didn't have caller ID, so we knew who's calling us, I used to answer it and then I'd give it to my grandkids and let them talk to them. And I says, ask them all sorts of dumb things. And it's like they would ask some of the dumbest things. And they go, Grandma, they hung up on me. That's rude.
uh,
Yeah.
It's like I says that's good, but they don't call back. Just like if you get, let's say, a credit card offer or something in the mail and it has a prepaid envelope, that envelope was sent to you that you can use it to send them back all the junk mail
yeah,
you can cram in that envelope.
yeah, yeah. I've
Good
heard of people
idea.
up and putting it back in the envelope and mailing it back. I knew
Yeah.
people that did that.
I take a red marker and write deceased on it on the
Oh.
where my name and address is. And it's like I cross off my address, write deceased, and then I don't get them in the mail anymore.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's a
It
good
usually
idea.
takes
I
two
just
of
tear them
them,
up and put them in the trash.
Yeah, me too.
but I save all sorts of junk mail just for that purpose. I just
You're
threw it
right,
out. I
Dr.
had
Ben.
8
If it
items,
sounds too good to be true, it usually is.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
but I was
We
getting
lost
all those.
Charlotte. When did we lose Charlotte?
Oh, a
A little
while
bit
ago.
ago.
I
A
Yeah.
miss,
little bit ago.
I'm missing her. Sorry.
It's like
I
I
don't
said,
like
oops,
I don't
we
like
lost
the
her.
I don't like the ones that call it says, "Can you hear me now? Can you
Mm-hmm.
hear me okay?"
No, you do not answer.
I know. I hate them.
Yeah.
But then one day I had a legitimate cell phone call from somebody wanting to know if they could hear me because they were up at the chicken house to do something up the poultry. Can you hear me? And I was acting crazy because didn't recognize the number. I didn't want to say, yeah, I could hear you.
Yeah.
And he was
Because
up
I've
there.
You
I've
probably
heard
couldn't
if you
hear
say
much up there.
yes, then it's saying yes to other things. You know.
Mhm.
I liked how they put Charlotte said she's gonna go make a blueberry pie. Just kidding.
That's it. That's where she went, and it.
Yeah.
We got her hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I have put my phone number and address on all those lists and it doesn't help. Hi, so Terry.
Doesn't
Yeah,
work.
I don't worry about the ones I get in the mail. I just tear them up and throw them away. I mean, I don't even read them.
We don't
I
either.
only get
We call it our special file.
Mm-hmm.
I
my
get a
my
lot
junk mail
from
goes down. It's very
Beltone
little again.
Hearing is sending me stuff weekly.
But I was making the comment this morning to Austin while we was waiting for time to get here. I let him take an hour nap, being he worked graveyard. But I says, why does he
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
that you get on top of all your fabric? There's a paper shortage, right? And then they cram our boxes full of paper.
I
Mm-hmm.
And it's
know.
like, And they say there's a paper shortage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hello, Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
That's a new
Joanna
name.
says it's about
New
time to make a
name.
homemade pound cake.
That sounds good too.
Terry's doing dress a girl dresses.
She's
I
sewing
gotta go get that
dresses.
pattern downloaded. I have fabric to make a couple.
Mm.
I'll do that in my spare time.
Okay.
To decide what block I'm making in the sampler one next. I got to find the list though. It's somewhere.
It's like I said, I missed
The
this week's
last two.
blocks. I had company show up Monday or something when you was doing the blocks. So I don't know what Mondays were.
I'll tell you. Hold on. I got it right here.
Something
Good
about
night,
a
Doggle
quilt.
Bean.
Swamp Angel,
Good
Swamp
night.
Angel, and Nancy Starr.
Nancy Starr. That's probably what I ought to make because I bet it's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, I bet it is too.
Yeah, I
It's like,
haven't done them. And I probably won't get them done for a while.
I
see,
hadn't
I just
either.
did Aunt Nancy's favorite
Okay.
on mine. Are they all on the fat quarter or
No, Delaware.
on Delaware?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Look up Nancy Starr.
Oh, Lisa has the list. That's right. She on her community page.
Yeah.
My son's pickup transmission went out on his way home. He did 40 miles of road at 30 miles an hour. He says, you can watch grass grow.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
And he says, I'm getting passed on frontage road.
Uh,
Because he can't run his four-way flashers. They get hot under the dash and start a fire.
Oh
Ooh.
my goodness.
So he had to get off of the freeway and went to frontage road at 30, and he was being passed. So he's got to decide if $6,000 for a new transmission or new pickup. Well, he knows what his truck is. So
Hi,
it's cheaper
Marla.
to buy a transmission rather than a used truck. That's another headache.
and Marla, I keep going back to that list. I was just hoping somebody'd say make this one tonight, and I wouldn't have to go out. So
Yeah.
Which one should we make her do? She got 3 done so far.
I just hit the print on the Nancy Starr, so I'll go
But
in there.
she needs to do poinsettia or the Mary Minnie.
So you know what it's like.
Sometimes,
Rita, go live when you make them.
sometimes when I go to that Delaware Quilto to look them up, I'll see another one. Oh, I wish I was making this one instead of that one.
I know. I've done that too.
It's easy to do that. It's like when I pick out the block for the Thursdays, it's like I gotta find one that's easier when I want to do one that's a little harder.
And
Yeah.
Charlotte, I don't think log cabin's on our list, is it? I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
I don't know. It's not on our list yet.
It hadn't been so far, not yet.
Not yet.
Log cabin's easy.
Stepping stones.
Yeah, we did
That's one of them.
stepping stones.
Stones.
That was last week's.
Oh, this was week
And if
13.
I remember right, the stepping stones is the one that went so fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was real easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
just
last
counted them.
week.
This is week 13. We got to get off this week. Hurry.
I'm gonna try a block,
I
a
see.
different kind of block.
Yeah, stepping stones. That's kind of simple, ain't it? Really?
Stepping
Yeah.
stones. is
Yeah.
very simple and easy.
Really easy.
Well, the 4-patch snowball was very easy too.
Yes, it was easy.
And
Now
but
I
they,
say,
to me they
and
wasn't
Sheila
very
disagrees.
real pretty though. That snowball's kind of ugly, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
I
don't
love
talk
the
about my
card trick, and
snowballs
Sheila
now.
hates it.
Well, not yours. I mean the block.
Because that Kansas fabric I'm doing it, that pattern, it's got snowballs in it.
Yeah, I want some more stars. I kind of like those stars.
Yeah,
Well, these two we got this week is kindly stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the stepping stone is squares.
I thought that swan
Uh-huh.
rainbow turned out pretty that I made today. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty. Or it is pretty.
It is
I'll
pretty.
have to go watch your later.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll show it Monday. You can wait and watch it Monday. You don't have to go watch it.
Well, I have to have something to do while I can't sleep at midnight tonight.
Mm.
Rita, you know what I'm gonna try?
What you gonna try?
I'm gonna try. I got triangles. I'm
Oh
gonna try.
no.
I'm gonna try put the points to points.
Okay.
You're gonna try and make a hourglass? No,
Yeah.
no, no. I
Oh, well,
don't think you're quite ready for that yet.
Carrie, I don't think
It's
if you're gonna do that, make it in a different way than that.
Which
Yeah.
way is she doing it now?
It's like, yeah, that hourglass. I don't think you're quite ready for it, Carrie. I think you should go back to your brick.
my
She could
brick.
do, I
Yeah,
bet she could do a
because-
half square triangle.
Because your brick, you can sit this one, and in the next row they offset, so you're not having to worry about lining up your seams.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she could
what I
do
was
that.
trying to talk to you about, like a brickwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want to learn.
Yeah,
And
do
I can
that.
go on Messenger with you again, like I did Sunday. She had a meltdown and she called
Yeah,
me,
I had a meltdown, guys.
and I told her I'm here for her. If I'm available, I will do it.
Sometimes, Carrie, I just have to walk away from my machine
No,
and
it's
then
because
That's
sometime
what I
later
told
go
her.
back to it.
I
You
was
know.
on my
She was
bed
Yeah.
thinking
trying
about
to put
throwing it in the garbage. It's like, no.
No, I was trying to put it together, Sheila, on my bed,
Mhm.
and the colors were going on the colors. The pictures weren't going the way it was supposed to go.
And
Mm.
then she was worried about having all the dogs and cats standing upright. I said, no, a quilt
mix-
has to be viewable all over.
Just mix it
Yeah.
all up.
But she relaxed and took a deep breath. We laid them out on her bed and she started sewing them all right back
But
together.
it's a learning process every time
Yes.
I sew.
I had a meltdown,
Yeah.
You know.
but I did it. I got it all sewn up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's completed now. And
Yep.
Sunday it wasn't.
I
So
will.
that's a good thing. It's always nice to have something completed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
And I told her she can call me anytime.
Yeah.
And we went face on face. We did it through Messenger and
Messenger.
video.
Yep.
Well, good.
I had
I
a
didn't know
lady.
you could do that on Messenger.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
I have one daughter that lives in, well, she works in El Paso, Texas, but she lives in Mexico. And when she's at work, she has slow times, and she always calls me through Messenger on the video chat, and we can see
Yeah.
each other.
yeah. And you can see if someone has a problem like she was having. So it was in front of the screen and I could tell
Yeah.
her left, right, quarter turn.
Yeah.
And it didn't take as many times of saying it.
There's the y'all probably already saw it. That's the Nancy star.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Those are
pretty.
the stars behind you, Sandra.
I have stars everywhere back there behind me.
Those are some
I
those
haven't
are
done that one
fancy
yet. I
blocks.
haven't done that one, Rita, yet.
You
I
know,
hadn't either.
it looks
But
like
I
it's got
printed it.
the
Does that
pinwheel
count?
there in the center. It looks like.
I printed
Yep.
the paper.
I just now printed it when they picked it up.
Yeah.
Hot off the presses.
Well, I quit printing it. I'm getting I have 2 notebooks full of the single block patterns now.
Mm.
Working
Well, I've
on
got
number 3.
one big binder, and then I've got another small one I've started.
Yeah.
My
Not too long
Francis.
ago, I went through the
Hey,
big one
Francis.
and
Just
decided
drive
never
careful
going to make
tomorrow.
this, and I tossed them.
But I think I'm going to put a white background in mine. Don't think I'm going to put that blue or a print.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they always want them dark to make the star stand out like it's the night sky, but I don't want a dark print.
But I'm putting a
Anything.
pretty good sashing around mine, and it's not gonna look real good with that.
Yeah, I
all that.
haven't done any sashings.
Would that chicken one look good on the background? That one, Rita?
The chicken. No, I bought a special fat quarter to make this, and so I'm going to have to use it, and not going to throw no chickens in there. So
Francis will miss you too.
Yeah.
Charlotte, come back.
So what fabric are you using?
You get that pie made?
No, I had to charge my phone.
Oh, that's
So what fabric line are you using?
what's it
Rita?
called? Cadence. It's Cadence. It's a
Okay.
mold of
I'm making a king size Cape Facet quilt, and I'm going to make, and I have started a king size modified 9-patch that's called Grandmother's Garden.
Oh. Yeah, I've got a bunch of K facet fabrics
I
I
love
need to do
Cape
something
Facet.
with, and I even have a backing of K facet.
I do too.
I just need to
It-
find a pattern.
Oh, I am taking a 5-inch square and I'm snowballing opposite corners.
Okay.
I'm gonna move right here behind this computer and cut on this one. So I'll be hearing y'all if y'all talk about me. Okay.
I'll show you mine.
Oh, we won't talk about you.
Because I'm only going to be behind the camera. Let's see what
Turn the camera towards you, Rita.
I can't. There's too much junk over there. I can't.
Okay.
You don't look at the junk.
Lie.
Rita.
I can't. Telling you the truth there. I'd be embarrassed. I could never show my face again. So
Can you see it?
I'm going to make you big. Oh, wow.
Yeah, those are pretty colors. Need to hold it still because the camera can't focus. Uh-huh.
Well, I'm old, I shake.
Yes.
Those are some.
I got lots of it. I love this one.
With the, yeah, I do too. I like that one too.
That's pretty.
Guess who, Nancy? Are
How
you
do you
laughing
like
at me?
the Cape Facet you have for backing? Is it 108?
Yes, it's 108 by 108.
Don't you love the way it feels?
Yes, it's very silky.
I just
How
love
many
it.
blocks do we quilt along? We're gonna. Well, it's 20, but actually 40 if it was all of them, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Kind of depends on how many you want to do, you know.
Well, I'm not doing the Tree of Life. It just looks too hard.
No, I'm
I'm
not
doing
either.
that one. Mm-mm. But there's some
Francis
weeks
back
though
with
I
that
like
one.
them both, so you might do both of them some weeks, and then the next week
Yeah.
Well, the tree of life doesn't fit the other squares.
Well, I improvised my tree of life, and that's the only block I've made.
you just trying to show us up. That's all you trying to do. So.
But it's like I wanted it not. It's like I didn't want my tree leaning. That's all it was.
Mhm.
But that's the only block I have done. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Because
was
I have
Dad,
that commitment to these others.
and it was
Yeah.
Dad that posted on Facebook a tree block she'd made, wasn't it? I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen that. That'd be
Yeah.
kind of cute in there too. Uh, I'm still.
It's funny to hear ourselves echo.
I'm going to see if this will help.
No,
you
it's
hear me?
worse. It's worse.
Is
We
it
can't
worse
see
now?
it. No, it's
Well,
Yes.
maybe it is. Here I is.
Hello,
I'm here
darling.
now.
okay.
I don't hear echo.
Oh,
Oh, Marla, she
do you
done
hear an
too.
echo?
She's an
No.
overachiever.
Yeah.
Some of y'all are, and I may
See, I
overachieve
watch,
one week and not do nothing the next week. So
I watch YouTube on my smart TV.
Yeah, I do too.
Darlene was
And
cutting out her Thursday block.
I thought that was where the echo was coming from.
Oh, it might have been.
But
I
I
don't
mute
know.
my TV because
I
if I
don't.
don't, you'll hear it.
I don't hear it now
And
though. So I think
Yeah.
it-
I don't buy any internet. I have internet service and that's it. And I watch everything.
I don't have a smart TV, and it's like that's because I'm not smart enough to run it.
The only reason I bought a bigger TV because my little one, it was so small in my living room because my living room's a lot bigger than the previous one was.
That could be why I just watch YouTube.
Yeah,
I watch a lot of YouTube, but
I sure wish Rita
not
would get her.
not
I
for
sure wish
quilting. I
Rita would
watch
get all
other.
her blocks done. She's
I
so
don't
behind.
like sex and drugs, and I don't see that on YouTube.
Sheila, do you
Well,
want
every
me
once
to?
in a while.
I'm going to end this stream so I can go make them blocks. Oh.
See, Rita has the same thing.
Me.
Except for Rita. She showed us a porno gnome.
What?
A what now?
Well, we heard it in the echo.
A porno.
You
A
remember the
porno
gnome?
gnome? Do
Yeah,
you have
the
a
gnome.
gnome?
Yeah,
Now,
you
Deb,
want me to
Deb
show
was
them to
showing
you
a
again?
gnome.
Want me to show them
Okay.
to you again?
You got a gnome? It's
He's,
like,
he's, he's somewhere around here.
No,
He's
it
laying-
embarrassed me.
what?
He's
When
laying-
did she show that? I gotta watch that.
It's on one of the lives where she got something from Temu.
It's a little
It
gnome.
wasn't a lot. I don't know. I watched everything she's done.
He was taking a leak. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, he was taking a leak.
He's one of those
I
little
missed that.
mountain thingy jiggers.
I remember it.
It's
I
like,
I know.
remember
I
it.
missed it. Darn it.
So I think Charlotte's been going back and watching them old videos. So
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yeah,
I'm,
because it,
I'm going
it
to go on a
was
search.
an old one.
I'm going to go for a search on that one.
wait, I'll go find the little gnome. I'll just show it to you if I can go find him. You may be out on the porch.
You have him on your porch.
He's only about that big. And he thinks about like that. So
Oh, it
So
might
in,
be the same gnome that Melinda bought.
so in case he has to go.
Because Melinda was decorating her yard with some gnomes.
Uh-huh.
And when
She
she
covered it
ordered
with
it,
the end of her pointer finger.
well, she didn't realize what she was buying, how big they was or wasn't. She didn't check on this one. She just wanted this gnome
Yeah.
because she had the
This looks like
grandson in
I'm
that.
laying back, and I'm not. I'm sitting up straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta get this up here in the better.
Well, Rita's
screen.
gone again.
Yeah, she
Because
went to
my
get her
skin,
gnome off the porch.
she's gone to get the gnome.
Yep,
Oh.
we're gonna get to see that gnome.
oh, she found it. I heard that.
She just takes off whenever she wants to.
She's the
She's a
host.
mess.
Yeah, she's the hostess of the show.
Now, there he is.
I want to tell y'all something. When I first started watching Rita, I
Uh-huh.
always said that I hope to be like her when I grow up. And my niece told me, Aunt Charlotte, you're 5 years older than her.
Yeah.
The only gnome I've seen was the one that Deb was working on.
But anyway, and he does have his height. Did you see his crack? So you,
Is he a plumber?
He's not a plumber. He's a gnome.
but anyway, that's what Charlotte's talking about. So
Yeah.
I'm bad to the bone.
but I had to go show them. They would have thought. Well, I mean, they ain't no telling what they would have thought, Charlotte.
Well, I have ceramic gnomes that I painted years ago. My grandma wanted a little gnome collection, and so I made about that size out of ceramic and painted them, eyeballs and everything. And then
Yeah.
when grandma
you didn't
passed
have
away,
You didn't have a pee on it, did you?
no, back then we didn't have those, but you can find that on everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there was a frog that I painted for the backyard. If you picked up the frog, he had one of those things.
We all thought it was a plumber.
Yeah.
Can y'all imagine me teaching third graders?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if we can
you're a retired teacher, aren't you? Isn't that what you've told me? You're a retired teacher, Charlotte?
Yes, ma'am.
How long? How many years did you teach?
Oh, about 25. I didn't start teaching until I was 40. And about 25.
Yeah.
I taught high school half the time, home economics and career.
Oh.
And I taught third, fourth, and fifth grade.
I wish they had home ec in school now.
Mm-hmm.
They do
that
do
was
I
some.
taught
fun.
third. It was. I taught third, fourth, and fifth grade how to make biscuits and pancakes and gravy.
Well,
in
now
science.
it's called culinary something, where they do.
They don't do it now unless it's a course where you have a job and you work on it too.
Yeah.
But the gnomes used to be like little leprechauns or something, is how they first started out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they always had them on the yard, about 18-inch one.
Well, they're popular in fabrics. I'm telling you. What was it?
Yeah.
Was it
And
last Christmas or the Christmas before? Oh my gosh!
I wouldn't make a quilt with Andy, but I thought he might be cute just put out in the yard or on the porch.
Well,
and I'm not gonna make a quilt with gnomes.
I won't show you my quilt when I get it done. Then.
Oh, you're making a gnome quilt?
On the back
not a
is gonna have
gnome lover.
I'm gonna make a
children
runner
lover.
got gnomes on it.
Yeah. It's like that bumblebee quilt I made on the 12-hour live. It's got bumblebees in black and white on the front, and I have backing that's got bees and little gnomes.
I'm
that
drinking a
look like,
Monster, which I should not be doing.
Oh.
that's a
before,
monster of a monster.
right before bedtime, will that keep you up all night?
It's not the normal one. This is a coffee one.
Yuck.
I won't
Every
be in
time I
bed
find,
before 3 o'clock.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm going to go back over there and sew. And if you talk about me, he's going to tell me.
Okay. Yeah. At least he's not showing all of it.
Rita, what's his name?
I don't know. Rick and Morty, we
Peter.
always call him.
Peppy.
Peter. It's
It's
Peter.
Peppy.
That's Peter.
It's Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peppy the PP gnome.
Say hi to Peter as soon as
Yeah.
he gets through taking his leave. So
Someone is going to be lurking watching this thinking this is a sewing channel.
well, I know. All right.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I'm sorry if I offended y'all.
Don't sew all the time.
I can sew with you. I have a project in my hand.
Yeah, do the other purse.
What?
Do the other purse.
No. That took me an hour. Rita's not going to be on for an hour.
Okay, do it tomorrow then at 10 o'clock.
Tomorrow's the block, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow's woven star block, and that's how it is.
Oh, that's pretty.
There's your
pretty.
stars, Rita.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then I have leftover pieces to do another star.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's how many pieces I had left over.
See, some of y'all are sewing, and I was fixing to go there and cut until Sheila started talking about me.
I'm sorry.
And Sheila and Charlotte, they started talking about me. I had to come back over here.
It's going to take me 45 minutes or less. And thanks, Denise. Because I never, it's like this zipper. I am not a zipper person.
Thank you, Joanna.
Yeah, that bag I did, I had to redo one side of the zipper, but I didn't much like the way that she put the zipper in. But she said she does her zippers this way all the time. She puts them in where the wrong side is up.
Yeah.
And then she puts the fabric there and sews it because one of them was pretty far off and I thought it needed to be closer. So I ripped it out and redid it.
And then
Did y'all notice as Rita's hair looked like she hadn't combed it all day?
I haven't.
I love Rita's hair. I'm so jealous.
it's like, I better fix mine. I just ran my fingers through mine, braided it, and then put a clip back here.
I like to braid mine, but I can't braid it myself for some
Do
reason.
you see how?
And I asked him to, and he said, I don't want to. So.
Charlotte, we can't see you. There we go.
My bag come out to the wrong measurement because I did 1/2-inch seams because I didn't want this to come apart.
Yeah.
I just don't have any hair.
No.
I developed diabetes, and then I had gastric bypass and lost 260 pounds and lost half my hair.
And because we don't have enough minerals in our body, the right minerals.
My hair is actually getting thinner. It used to be a
And
lot.
now I put 30 pounds on and I'm nuts.
And you're not, at least she's admitting she's nuts, right?
I found out at 62 I had a heart murmur and I have lupus. I broke my back.
Oh
I
my
had
God.
to have open heart surgery and back surgery.
Oh my
You fell
goodness.
apart.
Getting old is not for the weak.
No, it's not.
Never been sick a day in my life.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
And then it all hit.
Well, diabetes can affect a lot of parts of your body.
Yeah.
Oh, I am not, I'm no longer diabetic. I never took insulin after the night before my gastric bypass surgery.
Yeah.
Hmm. So losing the weight took care of all the other problems, a lot of the other
Yes,
problems.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It has
Except
lowered
I got
my blood
lupus.
pressure
You can
has
see it
gone
right
off,
there, and you can see
I've
it right
noticed.
there.
Now there's different kinds of lupus.
Mine is non-systemic. It's just my skin.
And see, my daughter had lupus anticoagulant.
See, yeah.
So a blood clotting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
issue.
Every time she got pregnant, it would clot off the baby, and then she'd miscarry.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
I
And
have
so,
the joints, the arthritis, rheumatism from it, but all I have is the skin. And my skin's turning gray.
well, the rest of us are turning gray, so why not our skin, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Those look like bruises, but they're not. That's lupus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frances showed us a picture that night of before her weight loss and after.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
have
I
any
didn't see
before.
that.
It's like it was a different picture. It's like,
Oh,
I
Francis is
wore size
pretty
12
big.
pants. Now I'm back up into a 20.
yeah.
Now, wow.
I lost 58 pounds and then gained back 5. Dang it.
I've lost 35.
I've only
Well,
lost 20.
I'll quit losing it
My
because I'm finding I found 5 of it.
I found 2. I may found 15.
I think I found it for you. So
all of my clothes are big on me.
And it's hard to buy clothes because the patterns are all different by different companies.
I got so
Yes, they
frustrated. I
are.
went to Kohl's today looking for some pants because my pants are getting really baggy on me and loose. And so I thought, well, I'll go down a size. So I went down a size. Well, they're like really snug. So I'm
That's
like this
because
in between size, you know. So what do you do?
well, it's not only that. Every company has a different pattern they go by.
Yeah.
And then like one time I bought 2 pair of pants the same day. And I says, this one has been sewed by somebody that sewed with an inch seam allowance, and this one did the half inch because it's like
Yeah.
2 pants, the same thing, fit totally different.
But they were 3 different styles, you know, by 3 different companies, and
Yeah.
none of them fit me. So I just put them back on the rack and came home.
See,
I
mine are
have
sitting
bird
right here.
legs and bird arms, and then I have a big old fat round body.
But I have to put the elastic across the back because they don't fit the waist.
Yeah.
And I call it I'm going to close up the basketball hoop
Yeah.
because that's what it feels like.
Some of mine are that way. I mean, they fit in the front, but in the back, you could put your hand down on.
Well, it's like you're constantly pulling the shirt down, and there's a whole gap in this one, and this one's got elastic in the back.
Yeah.
But they're in here, so I don't get dog hair on them.
And you got dog hair on them.
Yes, but I ordered this pair, got it, and it fit perfectly except for the basketball hoop.
Yeah.
And I went back on shopping, had it in my cart, and while I was looking for something to get the free shipping, someone bought the pair of pants from me.
Mhm.
It's like, so I had to try on another style. And I went back to buy another one of these. Same thing. There was only one pair left, and someone bought it out of my. It's like it was in my cart, but I was trying to find the thing that I needed for the free shipping.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go find the free shipping item and then go pants shopping. I'm going to go backwards on the thing.
I mean, I can still wear the ones I've been wearing, but they are pretty loose.
J. Mary says, well, Rita, I'm going to call it a night. You take care. Good night, all on the panel. Good night, all in the chat. Goodbye.
Yep.
See you
Good night,
later.
Carrie.
Bye,
Yeah,
Good
J.
night,
Mary.
Mary.
so,
night,
I think
Mary.
I saw some others leaving. Deb and some of them left too. Good night, guys. You that are leaving.
I got to go see what
I think
Marla said.
Diane's leaving.
Oh my goodness, it's 9:20.
Yep.
7:20.
11:02.
It's 10:21 here.
It's 9:21 here.
All different times.
Mm-hmm.
It's 9:21 where Rita is too.
No,
It
I'm
is.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's 10:21 here.
And I think that's similar that this one project, wherever I put it,
Huh?
it's like Marla says Rita needs these little charm things. That's right here.
Needs what?
They're baskets of charms. It hold. See,
I'm
what is it?
making something for Rita right now, but I ain't gonna tell her what it is.
It's going to be a surprise, huh?
Let's see if there's a picture
I
on the
think-
paper.
Did you guys know that Carrie's going to get a surprise from somebody? Not from me and not Texas Angel, but she's going to get a surprise.
Oh,
Mm.
she is?
She is. Not from me, but I just know about it because they asked my opinion. So that's the reason I know.
Yeah. It's these little baskets like this.
Oh, let's see what you.
It's just a little basket.
Oh, aren't those cute?
That's cute.
I love.
And it's like,
I make those little baskets.
Who is that by? Is it a pattern or?
open gates.
Hmm.
It says, I love fall storage box.
3 stacking
Huh.
baskets
You
made
plug
out of
her in.
mini charms and a fact folder. I'm reading what she wrote over here too.
And
Is
then
that a
it's like,
pattern
okay.
you had to pay for? Or is it a freebie?
This one here come out of a Open Gates quilt box.
Oh,
I won this
Okay.
as a prize. This is one part of the prize.
No, it started to.
And then there's one
thought
called
you did it
Sweet
when I got it.
Jane's Quilting and Design Basket of Charms.
so it's called stacking baskets.
There's Basket of Charms. It's like, Marla's going, show my pictures.
Stacking baskets.
It's like, there's the picture of that one.
I like those.
Baskets
too.
of
Yeah,
oh,
they
basket
stack
of
inside
charms.
each other.
Basket of charms.
And here,
Those
Yeah,
are
you-
so cute.
See them better
Those
there.
are cute.
Cute.
and let me see if there's any other picture there where they're inside each other.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
stacking
Those are
there.
cute. That's a good way to use up some
Is there
mini
any more
charms.
pictures to show? Okay, that's it.
Rita, you know what that reminds me of? Those baskets. You could use those to put your patterns in.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go do something if I do it wrong.
All righty. Good night,
Good
Charlotte.
night, y'all. Thank
Good
you
night.
for
Good night.
listening.
Good night.
Talk to you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Night.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. You might not see me, but I'll see y'all.
Okay.
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 Bye.
See, there's always some way of showing people's things that they want to show, like
Yeah.
Marla's.
Marla
Yeah.
says, no, my pattern is different than Sandra's.
Yeah. Well, mine's the free pattern, and I only get one of the What
Oh,
does it say?
what
It
happened to
finishes
Charlotte?
4 by 4.5 by 3.
Up there.
Marla says
I
I still
need-
have to make the smaller one. This will be my silent auction for the scholarship at the retreat. I doubt I get anything made at this late date.
Yeah.
It's like I was hunting for one to make that will hold the charm packs because I
Yeah.
have 8 or 9 or 10 charm packs there, 4 or 5 over there, 3 in that tote right there. I don't know
Sandra,
what
do you have any mini charms?
I have. Or I had 2 sets. One set is in a mini quilt someplace around here. I don't know where it's at.
I've got about
I lost
30.
And then
But
like
I
up,
used one in a table runner.
yeah. And then I took one of them with the mini charms. I cut them even smaller to make that. Let's hang in there. That little quilt thing.
I think these are
Grab it off the up
going to
here.
be my star. How about that? It'll be bright, won't it?
Pretty.
That poo falls off the shelf too much.
She's talking about the purple poo.
I caught it. I didn't drop it. You know, I don't like picking up poo too often. But I made this little thing with, I cut the mini charms in half or quarters.
That's cute.
Make that bigger, Rita. I
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
see it
I can't
very
either.
well.
See, it's the hang in there quilt.
Oh, that's cute.
And then it has all my magnets for my needle minders. That's what they are.
Okay.
Needle minders, name tag. See, I made a little tiny quilt.
Oh my goodness.
Name
Oh,
tag.
wow.
And then needle minder. They're little sewing machines. The house. And then
Yeah.
this little quilt. And then he has a needle minder on him also.
Oh, wow.
But this is supposed to be made out of the full 2.5 inches, but I can't do anything normal.
They look like dime squares.
Yeah. I took a 2.5 inch square, cut it in half and half again, and I sewed them back together.
Yeah.
And then
Gosh,
this
they're
is,
little.
and then some of these corners are just left whole. There's a hole all the way through.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want a hole through mine, so I just filled it in with muslin.
Yeah.
That way it looked like batting. And then his arms and his feet are the batting. And then I just took purple marker and made him some purple shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Of course. And then there's a face on that block. There's 2 green eyeballs in his little mouth.
Oh, yep, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
But this was Laura Lynn when she was so sick, and there's several of us made this.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I made mine miniature.
Yeah.
I'm running out of space to put things.
Yeah.
And then this is supposed to be a whole quilt. I'm supposed to make 12 more, or 12 altogether, or 15. But that's such a tiny little block, and that's after.
Yeah.
And then I put the border on it.
Uh-huh.
But I just use them as name tags for going to different functions.
You got way too much time on your hands.
I get bored too easily.
Oh my goodness.
And then I have to have something to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I sit at my sewing machine, I have to sew. And I can't tell you how many times I've sat here and did this with my fingers. If
Yeah,
you start hearing me tap my fingers, it's like because I want to sew. But this is a fun little. None of us had a pattern for it. We all just made it
Yeah.
out of whatever I could find.
Mm-hmm.
And we got them done that day.
It's
Several
cute.
of us did,
It's cute.
but we had fun.
Uh-huh.
And today we were killing ourselves. I was killing myself laughing because somebody was doing, making funny, trying to laugh at Sandra today.
Oh, when I was struggling to make that bag, I go, June, you're laughing, quit.
Yeah.
I was just trying to fill space up. And
And
she
I
goes,
was
I'm
on
not
the bed
laughing at
killing
you.
myself laughing.
And then Carrie's laughing her full. Picture Carrie doing that. But you have to improvise because we're on here by ourselves and we're trying to kill time or fill space.
Yeah.
And Rita knows that. You have to fill the space.
Mm-hmm.
And she's taking advantage of it because we're talking and she's cutting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's
And
what
she has to watch. She doesn't want to be cutting her fingers.
Teresa, you know, I quilt Teresa.
yeah.
She made one time, but she just did the little mini squares and she sewed each of them up. And then she like probably had some kind of roping through it and she hung it up. And she had her needle minders on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the little
She took,
squares.
and then my other one is, it was a miniature quilt
There he goes.
with the 2.5. But it was just one of those things. It was a miniature quilt.
Uh-huh.
And it's around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at because this one took its place.
Yeah.
But I won it at a thing, and it took the 2.5-inch charms. Because I
Betty,
don't
what are you
normally buy
doing?
that stuff for myself. Most of my blocks are a lot of the stuff I've got so much donated. It's unreal.
Me too, Sandra. I've had a lot donated.
Yeah. Well, and then I won. And then again, I won on another
I
channel
know,
the
she
other
keeps
night.
winning stuff.
It's like,
I won one scrap bag that I was so tickled about it. And some of the pieces in there are so, some of them are not, you can't even get a fourth of an inch on them.
yeah. And
And I'm like, no,
the scraps I won, I have a half yard of one of the pieces.
no.
Yeah. And then they did the pillow block that went with the quilt. She decided she didn't want to do the rest. So she put the quilt the pillow pattern completely done in there and then all the scraps. And it's all made out of that one grunge.
Uh-huh.
And then I have grunge that goes with it. So someday I'll make a bigger quilt out of it.
Yeah.
But it's just, everything takes time.
I'm having to study.
Yeah.
You haven't got that
Get an A
fabric
on
cut
your
out
homework.
yet?
No, since I'm using the white background and this is showing blue in the pictures, I'm having to really think what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
aggravating on those patterns
Yeah, it
when
is.
you change it.
Mm-hmm.
And some
What
of them
I
have
do,
like black
Rita,
on.
on my pattern, when I'm reading it, I'll write on the next two where it says, for instance, if it says red and you're using white, just next to the red, write white.
Yeah.
That way you'll know, and that helps.
Or
But I
take
was,
the
but
blue
I was
and
reading
put
here
white.
from the dark blue or the dark gold. But which one's my dark gold?
Yeah. And see, I cross things off and just take a pencil and write right on there because the pencil can
Yeah.
be erased for next time I make the block if I change the color.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like I have on that block for tomorrow, I change the colors. It's like, and then I'll write what the blocks are supposed to square up to. I'll put it in big print rather than maybe at the end of when you're all done, go, oh, this is where it says what to trim it to make sure it's this size. But I know all of mine have to trim to
I'm
3.5
gonna be
inches
watching tomorrow.
You gonna watch tomorrow?
Yep. Like I did today too. I
Yeah.
watched, then I sewed, then I watched. I was about that much away.
Yeah.
Then I stopped for a
That's how
minute.
you
Then
learn.
so
Yep. And most of the time my camera's down showing you what you're gonna learn.
yeah.
It's like tomorrow it definitely you'll only see from here down.
Yeah, I've learned a lot by watching YouTube sewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tomorrow Carrie will get to watch all these little triangles get sewed together. And it's a lot of work. And it's
Yeah.
like Kathy's not ready. It's like they're easy. It's just like on this one, it's the color combination that you have to have. Because it's like there's these two triangles here have to be sewed together this direction. And then they
Yeah.
get sewed on to a bigger one.
Yeah.
So that it's a triple triangle square.
And it does help to have like a piece of felt or flannel or batting or something to lay them on like that.
Yeah. This is a design board and it
Yeah.
has the batting, but I needed something darker because when you put white on white, you can't see it.
No.
Right.
So this actually has a t-shirt. I took
Yeah.
a t-shirt and sewed it down small enough, made a pillowcase, and the pieces stay on it, on the t-shirt.
Yeah.
So here we put that batting that we're always picking lint off of, and all we had to have was a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make me some more, but the foam board only comes 15 inches wide.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest
I've
I
got
could make
one
was
that's a Lori
15.
Holt one. It's a bigger one. I bought it because it was a bigger one, but I've made some little ones.
Yeah, this is a 15 incher.
Yeah.
And it has the binding, everything on it like it's
Yeah.
supposed to.
But it does help to lay them on that to
Yeah.
see the orientation of them.
Yep. And then you can
I do
show,
that a lot.
and I lean it up here and I can take off the pieces and show how I'm sewing it and then put them back up there.
Yeah.
Hey, Mimi.
Mimi's
And
playing.
Mimi. Oh, Terry's trying to make a reversible dress. It's
So
like, where do
Terry
you get a
says,
2 foot by 3
buy
foot
the foam
board?
boards, 2 foot by 3 foot.
I want that one. I want 2 of those because some of these are, you can see they're all overlapping and look weird.
Yeah.
And then I use this directional stripe today. That must be at the hardware store. Lowe's? Okay. I guessed right. So I guess I got to go to Lowe's.
We have those up here.
See, this is Dollar Tree only had the 15 by 20s. I think it was. Because I finally threw out the pieces I cut off up here. Because everybody said it has to be square. And Darlene says, I bought big sheets of foam board at Dollar General. It's like, this was the biggest that I've found is 15 by 20. Michael's? Melinda likes going to Michael's. I'll send her over there.
Oh, just search on the internet. It'll tell you
Yeah.
near you where they have them.
Well, you know what it's going to tell you on my near me? Like
What?
Rita's. Huh? It's like, we don't have anything near us.
Near,
I don't, We discussed it the other day. The Walmart, my closest is 45 miles,
Oh my gosh.
and it takes an hour to get there. And then
I'd
the
say
next one
mine's,
is,
I don't know, I haven't done it in miles, but I mean, I can be there in 15 minutes, you know.
well, we have to plan for the day. Yep, that's small town USA. That's what I always say on Kathy's. I live in small town USA.
Or our Dollar Tree is really coming along. They poured all the concrete for like all the parking. They've done that to it.
Yeah, Marla's helping. They're available at all those stores that you don't have. Yeah,
Might
coming
look
to a
on
store
Amazon.
near you soon. Not. I'll have to see if my Ace Hardware can order it in.
Yeah.
Somebody's upset.
It's a dog outside. I don't have a dog.
I know somebody's dog's upset for being outside.
It's not my house.
No, it was
It's at
Sheila's.
mine.
I
But I
don't
don't
hear
hear them now, so
anything.
maybe they went on.
The neighbor's dog keeps barking and barking and barking, trying to get Bailey to come out and play. And then Bailey goes out, and then the dog comes up to the front and then barks here at the window again. And it's like, what the heck do you want?
Oh my goodness.
And I went out to talk to it the other day, and it tried biting me.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And it's like, Austin goes, Grandma, what happened to the dog next door? I says, I don't know. Why? He says, it bit me.
Oh my
Hmm.
goodness.
And it's like, he says, I was just petting him through the fence and then he bit me. It's like both dogs on the fence now have bit me. And this one, it came running down the sidewalk. He brought out the dog
Hear
home
it
in the
again.
car. The dog got out of the car, run down the sidewalk. I'm not kidding you, 50 or 75 feet, bit me and ran back.
Uh,
And I says, what was that all about?
What kind of dog is it?
That one there, if you wouldn't have asked, I could have told. It's black and white.
is it a big dog?
It's like, oh, I'm trying to remember the type. Denise says, Sandra K, where do the kids get display boards for we have to go out of town. Our only drugstore will not even order in the boards.
Huh.
When we needed poster board, we have to go out of town to buy it.
Hmm.
And it was
Dalmatian?
no, it's a little dog. It's not.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
a pug. It's a
And
terrier
now-
of some
A
sort.
terrier?
Oh, okay.
It's a terrier, but it's like it's not the short nosed terrier. It's the
Jack
yeah.
Russell?
No. That Jack Russell, I'd shoot the dang thing from bad memories.
Oh, no, don't listen to it.
It's like, but it's like yours is not like my Jack Russell jumped from the floor up onto the countertop and ate my homemade noodles. It would
Oh my
jump
goodness.
up and try to get we had anything we wanted to keep from him, his snacks, we had to put on the top of the ceiling fan blades. And then he would
Goodness.
all day long he'd jump up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And
Hardly ever do I hear a dog bark here.
RV and Griff
unusual.
are leaving, Rita. Or saying hello, Rita, I should say. Saying hello.
Hello, Rhonda. No,
Hello,
that's not
Rhonda.
Rhonda. That's RV. Yeah.
RV and Griff. Did she change her name?
No, that's R. Vandergriff.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
not,
Yeah.
that's
she was
not
thinking
RV.
RV, like
RV quilt. I was looking at the RV.
Here you go. I'm
Yeah, I
getting-
looked at the RV.
I
Yes.
got some water in yonder.
or Vandegrift.
Because I'm too used to that other RV.
Yeah.
Larry?
Yeah, there's another that
Excuse him.
The one that just had the grandbaby
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rhonda. RV
Quilts.
quilts.
Big
quilt
quilt.
back
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, she's got another name on there, but I forget what it is.
Yeah.
Rhonda's her first name.
Yeah.
Rhonda. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I've got these cut, and I can't make heads or tails of how they go.
Yes, you will.
Need my design board?
Is this blue or is this white? I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
because quilting is like putting puzzles together.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
And most of
And
the
that's
time,
where the design board does come in handy for that.
Mhm. But I'm going to have to.
Because you can put your puzzle together, just lay it on your table beside you, and then you get your puzzle all worked out, and then that's how it goes.
Mhm.
And you get tired from squinting to see where their little sew lines are.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like, huh? And then on Delaware, I noticed they didn't have those little black lines running through it. I had to draw them on it.
Oh,
Sandra,
Yes.
guess who Nancy says Walmart has 20 by 30 foam boards for 98 cents.
Okay, I'll put it on my Walmart list.
Okay.
It's like, I'm getting my pencil. I'm writing it on my board here. Walmart.
But they're
Foam
20
board.
by 30.
Yep, Sandra put my birthday on her board too.
Yes.
Did
Yep.
here,
April.
Sandra, make this one tomorrow.
So Rita can put her puzzle together.
But where the blue is, just draw a line through it and put white, you know?
Well, I did that already.
And
Have you
That
made? Have
didn't
you
help?
made it? Have you made it yet?
No.
No, I printed it.
This is giving me more trouble than some of them
oh my god,
puzzles and stuff.
we're all so terrible, aren't we? We
I
printed it.
know.
I'm gonna go look at it.
Is
and see
that
if I
an
can't help
advanced?
her.
Is that an advanced pattern or easy?
Which one?
Nancy's?
Nancy Star.
Nancy
That's
Star.
the advanced.
Is it?
Yes.
Rita says, "Yeah, it's advanced."
I'm looking up the pattern right now.
Okay.
Is it got like a 4 square in the middle?
A pinwheel?
Pinwheel in the middle of it.
I think
Pinwheel.
that's what she said.
Yeah.
You can make it a 4 square. You can make it 1 square, whatever. In the middle.
Alphabetically, you got to get down there to the ends.
Nancy's.
Okay, there's the pattern. She has to take.
Then this is my dark gold, and this is my light gold, and then I'm using the white as the background.
Okay, white or gold is in your light gold or yellow.
My dark gold is this floral. Okay. Like
Okay,
that.
dark gold floral.
And then this is just a lighter gold with stars.
Light yellow or gold.
Did you say the way you was? You got one in there?
You take all 8 of your white ones that are 3.5-inch squares, and you take 4 of the lightest color, the light gold, 3.5-inch squares,
Yeah, I've been putting them together. That's what I was
and you
gonna
have to draw lines from corner to corner on them.
Do for your birthday.
What on?
I'm going to be on the live, and we're going to start on the 27th till the 29th.
And then it says mark a
Okay.
diagonal line on the reverse side of the 8 white ones, 4 of the light gold, and on the 2 dark stars that are 3 7/8, those are the ones you draw your lines on.
Okay. These are my 3 7/8. Let me go find something to mark with.
It's like,
You gotta go find her pencil now.
Here, you want to use my pen?
I have pencil and marker.
I'll give you a
Everything is
pen,
always
Rita.
within reach. Always. So we're going to talk her through this one.
But I don't think I have I don't have enough of these white ones.
She's looking like she's lost something.
Yeah, she lost some of the white ones.
There ought to be 4 that go in the corner, and I don't have 4 that go in the corners.
Yeah, the corner should be, it says from the background, you need 8, 3.5. Yeah, it doesn't say.
It doesn't
Like,
say 4. So
yeah.
that was what was confusing me.
Okay, that could be a hidden thing down here. Let's see. Because remember, they sometimes write what you need down further.
Because I was going to set them aside because they're not marked, but I just knew
Yeah,
that's a
don't
little
set them
bit
aside. Yeah, because you need them right now. Yes, I'm not finding where it says anything else down there. Because if you have to, on the back of 8 of the white, you have to draw that diagonal line. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, why would you have to do that when there's only 4 of them or 8 of them being used? I think they have a right down there.
Now, you know,
I think
some
you only have to
patterns
do
will say
4 of the.
you're going to cut so and so. Say you're going to cut 4, but you're only going to use 2.
Yeah.
I've had patterns do that.
And so where it says draw the line on the back of the 8, 3.5, you're not going to use 4 of those. They're later to be used.
Okay.
I guess that's how it's reading.
You think?
Because when you look at the picture, there is only 8. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 half square triangles of blue, and they're done with the yellow.
No,
So
the white.
Yeah, but they're blue. They're blue, but mine are white. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the white's only hooked onto your darkest gold. So but it's showing that you only need 8 of them because there's 2 in each corner of that star. So I think there's just a miswrite. I think there's a miswrite someplace.
So I need to cut 2 more of those 3 7/8, don't I?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. And it says, Rita, just cut 4 more 3.5-inch white. But I don't think you do, because I'm not seeing where you need all those blue up, or the background, your white, up in the block even. And then it says, when we first make the diagonal half squares using the 3 7/8 block, same as we do also, same way we always do. It's like, yeah, we just did it yesterday, people.
Mm-hmm.
Place the background square and one of the color squares, right sides together. Carefully draw a line down the center, corner to corner. Place across the block. This will be the cutting line when you're finished. Well, why are they telling us to draw the line again if we just did it? So you put your white with
your gold.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I've done that. These are the two that I was going to put
The
together.
four gold and 4 white go together. Let's
Yeah.
just sit them together that way.
Okay, I've got them sitting right here. You can't see them.
Okay. Now do you have how many golds you have left and how many light gold?
Well, now the dark gold. I had to cut this size 3.5 by 6.5.
Oh, because you're so okay. So you're going to put a dark one on the one end of that and you're going to put a light one on the other end. So how many of those do you have?
Well, I've been moving everything. So
If you have 4 of those, you're going to do the diagonals on that big strip that you have.
yeah,
Okay. So on that big strip on one end, you will put your white and on the other end you'll put your light gold.
and it'll look like that.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
So do you have 4 of the gold that's shaped like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll make 4 of those,
Um,
and then the other ones. So yeah, so they just have it miswritten
I still don't know
because
on the background though. I still don't know where the 2, 3, and 7/8. What do they make?
that's
Oh,
what we're supposed to be using right now.
they make the
Yeah.
ones in they make the pinwheel, don't they? No, they don't either.
No, that big block that you just laid out, they make the pinwheel,
Yeah.
and the 3 7/8 of the white, and the 2 3 7/8 of your dark gold.
Yeah.
They sit on top of each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then you sew on each side of that line, and that's how you get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you'll get 4 out of those because you have 2 of those 3 7/8, right? You have 2 of the dark gold and 2 of the background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now those other ones, those are your corners of your white.
The last 4.
Yeah, those are white and they measure 3.5 inches.
Uh-huh.
Those are
Okay.
your corners.
Okay, we got it figured out.
Okay, we got it. She'll do it tomorrow.
Got it.
Now she can remember it.
I can't do it tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do it now, or I'll forget.
Okay. Okay, you guys are just gonna be stuck listening to us
Yep.
because if she runs across problems, I'm still here.
Yep. I can't help her because I don't know that one.
Well, what I did is I give up reading what they wanted and I looked at the picture.
A lot of times I really go by the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
So
And
I
then
know.
so they do have the black lines on here correctly because there's one of their patterns. It's like, no way.
Yeah.
Good night, Terry. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Terry. See you tomorrow.
I'm
Good
sure
night.
Terry will be over on my live sometime.
What time are you going live, Sandra?
10 o'clock my time.
10 o'clock your time.
Yeah. So that'd be
Okay,
your
that'd be
Texas.
that'd be 1 my time.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I'm gonna teach this woven star.
Okay.
But it's like, but that's what we're all friends in this world, and that we're here to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was glad that Rita brought it up because it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't take me long to upload the pattern.
And figure it out too.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all get tired of me working, y'all just have to say.
Yeah. Yeah. If you get tired of watching Rita sew, you know where the off button is.
Yeah.
We'll still be here sewing until it's done.
You know what? I think y'all are wanting to stay and watch me mess up. Is what you want to do.
Well,
No, you're not
Rita
gonna mess
sews.
up.
Especially Sheila.
No, I don't want
Rita
you to
sews
mess
so
up.
fast.
No,
I'm teasing. I
I
cut
don't.
up all the time. Y'all know that.
It's like, well, like today during the live, I have not sewed a bag like this. I have not.
She
So,
was afraid of hitting the keys.
and then I kept poking the pins in myself and everything else is like, maybe this
That's
is
when
why I
Terry
don't make
started
bags.
laughing. That's what Terry was laughing about.
Yeah. And it's like, it was terrible.
I'll be
She was
back in a minute.
she was poking her leg with her needles and everything.
Yeah. But they was catching on the strings on my holy pants down here and jabbing me in the leg. And I never had so many pin pokes. And then I went and put my quilt on the long arm and I used pins to put mine on the long arm. Jabbed the dang thing in my finger and I pulled out fast and put pressure on it. Then it doesn't bleed. But I don't want no blood on the batting.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I was on with Courtney and she starts laughing. She says, those pins will poke. And my finger still hurts. I jabbed it in so far. But it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I know. I grabbed when I had that Jack fell off my table. I tried to catch it. It went right through my thumb.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Those things are sharp.
What, Sheila
Those
shutting
thing
down for the
rippers.
night, all this stuff while we watch?
This is we did this one at the sewing retreat last year, and it's out of charm packs, mini charms,
Yeah.
and that's like the bottom of it.
Well, that's similar to mine, but yours is taller. I
Yeah.
think.
And then the inside's got a lining in it.
Yeah. It's like
But this is the first one I've made.
real. The lining of my bag matches this color right here.
Does it?
And then this is all sewing stuff, and I was supposed to press on some
This is
musical notes.
Music keys.
Harvest
Yeah.
Moon was the name of this fabric.
And this is just from the shop hop. It's a kit.
Then I took a class, but this one,
Hula
oh,
Pink.
it's got all kind of little things in it. It's not lined. I mean, it's
Okay.
got fabric in there, but it's not really a lining. And I made it. It was pretty easy to do, but that's what that looks like.
Well, it's like those Lori Holt panel ones. This was my first zipper. And these aren't supposed to be lined.
Yeah.
Well, mine are all lined.
Mm.
Of course, I'm not going to do anything normal. But I wanted it to last.
Well,
And
I
I
guess
made-
it is. I guess it is a lining. It's just where two pieces of fabric were sewed together.
Yeah.
You know.
And so I made 1,
I've got those to do.
2.
Now, Sandra,
Yeah.
on this part here, you
Yeah.
see that? Now, I haven't cut, but that's just cut off and thrown away, right? On this
Yeah,
one?
you just
Yes,
cut that 1/4
yes.
inch and
Or you can save it
Toss it.
for a thing.
and toss it. Don't keep it.
Yeah, but the rest of them, I'm sewing and then keeping both pieces. So.
Mhm.
It's like, I don't keep the little pieces anymore. But this was a blast, Sheila. You
Was
should
it?
make these.
I've got
my
all those
Lord,
to do.
Sandra, you are good at
And I'd
making
never put a
bags.
tab like this because I had to do it like this on each end.
Yeah. And then I went
So-
ahead because these zippers was harder to find because these zippers have the
Yes.
double pulls.
Got all them.
Yeah. Well, I went ahead and bought 2 more packs. Well, she just come out. Lori Holt is coming out with a whole new set of bags.
Is she?
Yeah, there's a new panel coming out soon.
But these 2 bags are really the only bags that I've made.
Well, I have in this bag, I have diamond art
Yeah.
and the 2 bundles of zippers. And I store all the but they're all lined.
Yeah.
But on these, like if I want to put something in my luggage bag and I don't need the big space, at least I can
Yeah,
contain it
you can do that.
and roll it. Because I figure when I go to Florida, I want everything contained. I don't want, you've seen people, their luggage comes open and everything
Yeah.
falls everywhere.
No, I
I
like
figure if
mine
I
in
have
bag
to fill these
thing.
bags, I
Yeah.
will fill these
Just
bags.
remember, I woke up around 12 o'clock. I went to bed. I got up at 12:30. I was doing my diamond painting.
Okay.
I
And then
started.
also on these bags, Sheila, I will tell you, they want you to cut like right here. Why? Is that going to hurt your feelings seeing that little piece with that? It's like, I didn't care.
See.
There's a cut line right there.
Okay, I made it bigger so I could really tell. Okay.
But that doesn't hurt my feelings any.
Yeah.
At least I don't have to have that seam down there.
Yeah.
It's one less seam.
Okay.
And then I did French seams. It's like, I didn't want to do French seams. So I put my liner on first, and then turned it right side out, and then took my pieces. So I have no raw edges.
Mine will probably have raw edges.
It's like, but I lined mine.
But yeah, I like those. And then I bought those zippers because they would go either way. And I really like that idea of the zippers doing that.
But here's the thing you want to forget the most. You're so busy sewing, you forget to put your little hang
Put
tag
the
in there.
thing in. Yeah.
I had to take the very first one I did was this one. See, it doesn't have its hanger yet because I
Yeah.
have to take it apart and put the hanger back in.
Yeah.
Okay, what part next, Rita?
My sizes aren't coming out right. Those are not lining up like they need to.
On those 3 7/8,
Yeah.
do they when you sew on a quarter each side of the line when it doesn't square out 3.5 inches?
No. It's 3.
What? It shouldn't. When you sew it should come out 3.5. Did you use the 3.5, not the?
Did you cut it right?
Probably not.
The right size? I mean, if it's not coming out.
It says you take your 2 diagonal squares on the 3.5, and then take both 3 7/8 to get the 4 diagonal half squares you need. Huh.
Maybe I should have done this other one. But it was the 3.5 we were sewing.
3 7/8 on each side of the line. I don't. I'm trying to see on the other one.
But we only.
Which pattern, Nancy?
For my light gold, we cut 3.5
Nancy, who are you asking?
Yeah.
inches.
No, I did not do anything, Marla, except for figure it out on my own. It's like I followed the instructions that's on the panel.
Yeah.
The Nancy Star. It's from Delaware Quilts. My watch keeps telling me I'm dying. It can die. It'll recharge later.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got all that. That's a future project.
Yes. And if you put them on the 3 7/8, they should come out to 3.5. So that could be, if you didn't put them on the 3 7/8,
It
they
was,
won't come out.
but I was making these. I'm not through with this one yet. But I was sewing these two together. And these two are cut 3.5.
Okay, does that measure 3.5?
Yes, but it's not sewed yet. And so I'm gonna sew
Now the 3.5, you shouldn't be sewing down. The 1 3.5s only go on top of your 3.5 rectangle, and that's 4 groups. And the other white ones are for your corners. Everything else you sew together are the on each side of the line is only the 3 7/8. 3 7/8 are the only ones you draw the line down the middle and sew on each side.
It says make a diagonal line on the reverse side of 8 of the 3.5-inch background squares. But that is my background squares that I'm gonna have to sew the gold onto.
Oh, the gold gets sewed onto the 3 7/8.
That's what she did. She sewed it on the wrong.
Yeah.
No,
She got it on the 3.5.
See my notes I made there? These are 3.5 and those are 3.5, and they're diagonal and sewed together.
Well, it's like the diagonal line is there because you're sewing it onto where? It's like, I'm looking up here again. Your background is white, your dark gold 3.5 by 6.5 rectangles. The only thing that's 3.5 in your dark gold is your rectangles. The other gold is 3 7/8.
It's not the way I'm reading it.
Yeah. Well, up in the top it says for your blocks you will need from your dark gold 4 3.5 by 6.5. That's
and I
those
did
rectangles.
that, and that's making this section right here. So
Yes.
I did that.
And then it says you need 2 3 7/8 inch squares, not 3.5 gold. 3 7/8 gold.
Yeah, and I've got them, but that's not what it told me to do.
And then the 3 7/8 square of your dark gold and your 3 7/8 of your background white, they have to sit on top of each other, and then you will sew a 1/4 inch on each side of the line.
All right, let me sew this one then, and we'll see if it fits, because the other one didn't fit. I may have to move these colors around because they're not. Okay, y'all talk. Don't pay no attention to me.
No, I'm answering the chat down below where Marla, are they supposed to have batting in them and be quilted? They are supposed to. It's like I just followed the instructions in the bag, and I still have that here. It says cut out each individual peg, blah blah blah, and then here. Out of each individual bag on dashed line, cut down the center of the zipper section, fold under on line and press. Cut the zipper between the 2 press under pieces, top stitch on both sides of the zipper. It is important to open the zipper at this point. For small bags, open zippers. Step 5, pin your front of your bag to the back of your bag with right sides together. Bag is slightly larger to allow for trimming. So allow the entire bag when using 1/4 inch. Trim all edge of bags and excess zipper evenly. Turn bag right side out through the open zipper, push out the corners, press. Fill in with stitchy favorites. Fill with your stitchy favorites and enjoy your zippy bag. There's no batting in the instructions.
So did you put batting in yours?
No, look, I think Marla did. Okay. I saved the instructions in case I did something wrong because I did just as this
Did
said.
you?
And
Because these two bags I made, they don't have batting in them.
yeah, and no place on here it tells you to pin in that little strip, those little.
That little tag.
Yeah, it
I'm
doesn't
playing
tell
with
you
mine.
about sewing in the tag. I didn't go over here and read this side
I was just wondering.
because that should have been over here in one of these steps. It doesn't say that on these instructions, Marla. I followed instructions twice in my entire life and I screwed up. Because she says there's
Well,
supposed to
maybe
be.
they thought you were smart enough to figure that out.
Marla says, but you were supposed to quilt them first with batting. Lori has a tutorial. Well,
Oh,
mine have
okay.
no. Sheila, don't
Okay.
listen to Marla.
Okay, so we're supposed to.
We're supposed to quilt them first.
How about if you just use like fusible fleece?
Anybody that watched Lori Holt make them, they have quilted. I followed Lori Holt instructions on the bag itself.
You would think on the instructions it would say to do the batting. You would think.
Yeah. So her instructions wasn't. That was something she added on after the fact. And she
Yeah.
forgot to send out the memo to all of us holding this panel. So don't listen to him, Sheila. That way you don't have to quilt extra.
All right. There's 1/4 of it.
Yay!
See,
She's on her way.
I made
you know what you're doing.
It's gonna be pretty though, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. And see, here's a tutorial, and you're not even got it. Well, it's being recorded and aired. It's like, I did not go watch Lori Holt. I read the instructions and sewed mine.
Yeah.
So mine are mine. I figured out after
Yeah.
the first one, I go, I want them lined.
Yeah.
But I don't need it. I don't need a stiff bag. You and Katie followed Lori Holt. I did not follow. I followed Lori Holt's written instructions on the panel.
Yeah.
And I will follow Lori Holt's instructions on the panel if I bought another thing of these, but I don't
You
need
want all?
8 more bags.
No.
Oh,
I have
was
enough.
just wondering.
You should be doing one giveaway because you hit 300.
They might all take it back here before long. They might all unsubscribe because I argue. I just did as the instructions said. I followed the instructions.
Yeah.
They followed the teacher. I did not. I took the teacher's, and Sheila would have did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just gone by that. But I do remember her doing a tutorial like quite a while back.
But it's like, I did mine on a live, so I couldn't watch a tutorial and do them on a live at the same time.
Because she's taking over Kathy's time schedule.
Yeah.
When is Kathy taking hers back?
When the baseball's over.
Oh, yeah. I won't be doing the lives Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. I'll take a day. I
Yeah.
get Thursdays on Kathy's, but I'll
Yeah.
make a day.
Yeah.
I could all if you needed more hours, I could put you up on mine.
I'm not worried about hours. I'm not worried about anything. It's like I'm never going to make $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm at 309.
I've got a bunch of subscribers, and you don't make no money. It don't amount to nothing. I can tell you that. Maybe if you had thousands and thousands, but
Yeah. Well, and then, or you get that one dumpling or that
yeah,
one
yeah, that
recipe makes
dumplings.
how
Now,
much?
if every video was a dumpling video, I could brag about it, but
Yeah. I mean, I look at mine and I go, wow, I had this many views. I had 1,000 views on one of
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to make the zipper. I'm afraid of zippers. I have had 1,000 plus views on that one. And who would have thought? But Rita's dumpling one's in the 100,000s.
and that's funny because I made that video and I was so embarrassed that didn't go back to YouTube for months and months.
Yeah.
When I
But
did,
every
Yeah.
time someone goes to make dumplings, they go back there. She's the recipe.
Yeah.
Everything's right there. Instead of them writing down the recipe, they go back and watch Rita's every time. So every time it goes up, Rita can say, oh, someone's making dumplings.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go watch Lori Holt make bags because I made mine by her written instructions.
Well, yours are already made. You don't need to.
I have one left.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I just got to remember where I put it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where mine are.
It's like, hey, I'm not afraid to show you guys my mess.
I think I know.
It's like, here's my messiest part of everything right there. That's my mess.
That's not messy.
That's
And-
not messy.
that's not messy.
It's a disaster to me, and I'm embarrassed by it because that's not me.
No.
I'm not
It's
showing you all my mess.
And that other bag is lost in that mess.
The one you showed this morning?
Another one of those Lori Holt bags.
Oh.
It's like, this is my off-whites that have to be put into a scrappy quilt.
Yeah.
And it could be used with the fat quarter bundle or something. And it's like, that's snowflake. So my Christmas stuff is here that's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be over there on the shelf. But
Yeah, I put all my Christmas fabrics are in the hall closet.
and then here's white on white in case I had to make any more of those houses over from that swap. This goes with that panel, that red, white, and blue panel that was up there. So that
Yeah.
needs to be wherever those blocks went to. They're around here somewhere.
Well, this little bag I'm going to be taking with me right now, I put these in it so I wouldn't lose them. I've got like a sew steady table that I'm going to take with my little machine.
Yeah,
And these go in each of the like corners.
yeah.
But I didn't want to leave them on there. But I didn't want to lose these. So I thought, well, I'll put them in this little bag.
Yeah. That's a good idea, Sheila.
Yeah.
And I love making these notebook covers. Those composition books. I
Uh-huh.
make these little quilted covers.
Oh, those are pretty.
I've never
And
done that.
yes, there's no purple in that one, and there's no purple in this one. But we did them as a sew along to teach kids how to sew, and they made 30 of them up, and they kids didn't show up, so then they sold them to us, and so I bought 4, and was giving them to my grandkids. But you keep track of what quilt you made, when you made it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I got one booklet somewhere. I'm gonna write down the one I just did for Texas Angel.
And then my one printer, I used to be able to put my muslin onto wax on the butcher paper, and I could run it through the printer. This is all printed on the computer. Well, I don't have that printer. This printer won't accept that. It just bungs it up. But it's like, I keep saying I got to write things in them and never do because they're so pretty. But I even make covers for my notebooks out of fabric. And
Yeah.
I think one's turquoise and one's purple. No, there. I go.
How's it coming, Rita?
I'm a ripping it out.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go, y'all. It's almost 11:30 here.
Yeah.
Okay, good night, Kathy.
Good night. Good night, Rita.
Good
Night,
night.
Kathy.
Good night.
I'm trying to figure out where I put the pot holder heat stuff. It's like, I have a chunk of it because they suggested making a pot holder because Mother's Day's coming up. But I keep my cotton. It's in this warm and white that's all cotton. But I thought maybe this is it, but no. So that didn't help me any. I didn't find it.
Rita's sewing and Sandra's cleaning her shop.
But it's like, watched the guy last night. He was sewing from some book, and there's no patterns, sizes. There's no sizes to the quilt blocks, and he kept sewing them wrong last night. So I was watching that.
Oh my gosh.
Eric, and he had to keep improvising. But it's like, we all give it a good old college try, as we say.
Why wouldn't it have sizes?
Well, he was just going by, there was a picture in the book. I forget what it was called. Who was on there last night? What was the block called? A double oven mitt, Sandra. It's about 34 inches long and 8 inches pocket on. Oh, the big one for taking the casserole out. Okay, Denise. I'm trying to find my heat resistant. I have the batting for it to make pot holders, but I can't find my stuff. I'm trying to find it for you.
Oh, I think I know what she's talking about with that oven mitt. It's kind of long.
Yeah.
And each end, it's got a pocket, and you probably use bias tape to go around it.
But if I can't find my batting, I can't make it.
No.
Because I don't want to make it just out of cotton.
Is it that shiny?
Yeah.
Kind?
It has that metally stuff in it.
I think I've got some of that that's from Lori Hope.
Yep, there it is.
It's
You're
half
getting
of
there,
it.
Rita. You're halfway.
Yeah.
And turn it around the other way, and that'd be the top half.
Yeah, got the,
Yeah.
there's the top half, and here's the
There's
bottom
the
half.
bottom half.
You're getting close.
See,
I'm
you
glad
got
we could
it.
stay on and help you tonight.
But I tell you what, that's just a little tricky. If y'all are doing it, you'll have to. And then that long piece, then you have to turn it the other way as it goes
Yes.
around. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But all 4 pieces are made they're identical. It's just you have, when you flip them, that's when you start getting your pinwheel looking.
But it looks like 4 squares and 4 squares, and
Yeah.
but you just turn them.
But it's
that one is this long piece with
that
the
long
ball
piece.
on either side. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she's almost there. She's going to get it done tonight.
Yeah, she's got
Yeah.
half of it already. I mean,
And then she'll go to bed saying, I made another block. And Terry, so what?
What?
then she
What?
got 4 done today.
Mm-hmm.
I've never
It's like-
done 4 in any day.
And then she's got 6 more to do. Then it'd be what? Another 10?
Some of these I think I was fixing to put in
No,
the wrong place.
11.
I Stephanie Harris. But I'm looking for Denise. I am. But until I find where I put that batting,
Hi, Stephanie.
it's hard
Hi,
for me.
Stephanie.
And see, now I'm trying to find a bag to put this stuff in.
Rita, Jane Martin wants to know, did you show your dove in the window block?
There's my dove in the window.
Yep, there's her dove.
I think it's pretty.
It is
Yeah, that
very
one wasn't
pretty.
hard.
It is very, very pretty, Rita. But see, that's what this off-white and some of those fat quarters are supposed to be for those blocks that you're making.
Mm.
But I can't do it right now.
Yeah.
Because she's teaching a class and she doesn't have time to make them yet.
It's like I have to stick to my rules. It wasn't pre-existing. It's only now.
Yeah.
And I am a rules. I make the rule. I have to stick to it. Just like dumping that garbage wasn't part of my list of things I was going to do either. There, the shelf is now straightened up.
Is it?
It's better than it was.
Well, did you find that stuff you needed?
No,
The batting with the silvery stuff?
no, I thought it was here, but it's not. I was hoping that was. I know I just seen it. But I have this room and then I have batting in the back room.
Yeah.
It might be in the back room.
I put mine with my batting.
Well, that's just it. I have one box. I do have to say I do like Missouri Stars batting. And I bought some because it was on sale. And then
I've never bought any from there.
I really like it. It's really soft. So far I am loving it. I sit there and I played with it. I tried stretching it and it didn't come apart. I tested it.
Yeah.
Here's my juice from this morning. I got to make sure to put that back in the refrigerator so I have tomorrow cold. But I just keep looking and looking and looking because it's a small piece and I thought maybe I found it. But if I don't keep that cotton batting by itself, I'll use it in a mug rug and I don't need it in a mug rug. I need it in bowl cozies that I thought about doing again.
I put all my interfacing and batting in these one shelves in my hallway.
Let's see. This was that one of the packages I won. And I needed some red and white material to make some FPP parts. Well, this table runner kit is 17 by 45. Look at all those beautiful reds and whites.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
what
it had,
what so Becca sent you?
now this one is the one that
And
I won from Brandy, the 100 proof quilter.
oh, wasn't.
I won one from Becca,
Well, what
one
so
from,
Becca sent you was really nice.
yes. And then this one from Brandy, and then the other one's from that new gal that I've been following or helping her because she's having issues, she doesn't know what she's doing. And
Yeah.
Lily Pop Love. And it's like, so she had a 500 subscriber drawing the other day, and I won. It's a whole list.
Mhm.
There's 2 half jelly rolls, a panel, a quilt project,
Oh
and
my
there's
gosh.
layer cake, there's thread, there's rulers,
You
there's
hit the jackpot.
roses in bloom book, the whole book, hardbound spiral from. It's like, yes, I have a whole box. It'll be here Monday.
Mhm.
It says, so I'll show the box on one of the
Yeah.
things. But yeah, I've got some really good wins. And it's like, I always comment on her channel because it helps her. And,
Yeah.
and she had a few rules. You had to be a subscriber. And some of the people that entered wasn't subscribers.
Hmm.
Yeah, just about everybody I know, you have to be a subscriber to win
Yeah.
on their channels.
And then her other thing was you had to say St. Patty's Day in the comment.
Yeah.
And so I wrote both because I was writing her when she asked different questions. I have the comments open and I'm answering her comments.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then at the end, she says, at the end, you'll see what it is. Well, she never said it. She wrote it and put it on the end of the video. And it
Yeah,
said you had to
they'll
say,
make you watch
say
all of it, won't say
yeah.
the word or whatever to the end because they
And
want you to do all of it.
yeah. And so it said St. Patty's Day,
Yeah.
Paddys. So
Yeah.
I wrote on there at the end of it, St. Patty's Day. And then she says, well, I just happened to be on the live the night she drew. And she says, I don't have to look to see that Sandra K is a subscriber because she's right here.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of us that are talking.
Yeah.
And for her and I, for the first half hour, 45 minutes, but she goes, they probably thought it was fixed then. But she says, no, Sandra's the 3rd name drawed. And you can go back and listen to the replay.
I know someone, her name's Robin Stein.
Yeah.
I met her, and her sister is Auntie Elmaid, I think it is. But both of them I met at the sewing retreat.
Yeah.
But
Craft
they're
on so forth.
sisters.
Pam's here.
But Robin, she won something on somebody's panel.
Nancy's got 3 packages of the Inselbright today. Wow. But it's like, Denise, you'll probably have to continue your channel all week so Kathy can get used to her prosthetic. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, so she's got her prosthetic?
No, she gets it Monday. That's why I'm still doing the live on Monday.
Okay.
It's like, I'm having fun doing it. Okay, Rita's looking lost again.
I sewed them wrong, so I'm gonna have to cut a couple more pieces.
Okay.
I shouldn't have sewed them and cut them like that. So I'm gonna have to cut 2 more pieces.
You're okay.
I made the last 2 of those, and they're right. Other than I messed up parts, so I'm to make new parts.
Yeah.
At least we can do that.
Mm-hmm. So if y'all make that one, it's a little bit tricky, but if I can do it, y'all can.
Well, I think that's what I was going to look. It said something here. Where is it in the instructions? They're parallelograms. That's what those rectangular
Yeah,
pieces are
yeah,
called.
Yeah,
parallel.
those. Yeah.
It says it's not as hard as they look. Put a marked background, blah, 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 blah. But then it's like,
And then they go in a different place around the block.
Yeah. Yeah, like sometimes I've done those, but I sewed it like it should have been, say, left to right, and I did it right to left.
yes.
Mhm.
You have to watch that too.
But if you do them all the same, it'll work out. It's just spinning the other direction.
But the stupid thing I did was I took some of those and sewed 2 lines and cut them, and I wasn't supposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to mark the lines because you're sewing them onto that rectangle.
But
Yeah.
so that's where I goofed up. But anyway, y'all don't goof up like I did. It's been 3 hours and 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna go wake up Terry and see if he wants to go to bed.
Is he in the recliner?
But you're
Yeah,
He
but
needs
you're
to go
over
to
half
bed.
done.
I am. I said just cut a couple more 3.5s and I'll whip them up because I've got it all. It's all sewed together except just a couple more seams, 4 or 5 more seams.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you'll have it done.
You have it done tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to finish it, not tonight, but I'm going to finish it tomorrow. Maybe doing breakfast in the morning or something.
Yeah.
Because
You don't like
even-
much being finished with
Oh,
it.
guess who
No.
woke up?
It'll be done.
Lil.
Yep, she had.
Yep.
You're going to have to take her out? She's going to have to go out?
You want to go out?
I think I'm about ready to go watch Perry Mason. I usually do that from 10:30 to 11.
Oh, I thought you was gonna go grab your Lori Holt bags and start.
No.
Don't forget to quilt them and all
I got
that stuff.
too
Don't
many
follow the
burners.
instructions. It's included.
I got to clean my car out tomorrow, and I got to get all my papers together.
Yes, you got to get ready to go.
And I got to get ready and kind of pack some of my stuff. Then I got to have Jade in here, so
Yeah.
Oh, did you
then I
read
got to
what
take all my
Pam
plants
had
to
to say?
my friend's house so she'll water them.
Oh, no.
Oh no, Pam.
Good.
Well,
No, I don't know.
come on whenever you can come on. That's all I can say.
Oh, her husband had a stroke Monday. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm sorry too, Pam.
Oh,
Sending
man.
prayers, Pam.
Mhm.
I hope it was a mild, very, very mild one. I'm hoping. My mom had a
Yes.
mild stroke.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first stroke my mom had was very mild, and she just had to do a little bit of physical therapy, and that was all. But then the next thing she had was massive, and she had a 90% head bleed on one side.
Mm.
But there's a lot of years between the first one and the second one, you know?
Yeah.
My mom had the bad one.
Well, my mom's wasn't the mildest that you can have.
Yeah.
But she lost part of her speech and use of her one arm and leg some.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. But then her next stroke came while she was sleeping, and it was lack of oxygen to the brain and put her in a coma.
Yeah.
But that was like two and a half years after the first stroke.
Yeah. Well, that second one mom had, they had to bend a flight her up to Memphis to a stroke ICU there, and
Oh,
she went
so
in
his left eye
for
doesn't
10
work.
days.
Doesn't work.
Okay.
On
But
his left
still
side.
prayers for some recovery there, Pam.
Yeah.
There's always the chance of recovery.
Yeah,
'Cause
just
my mom could use a
just
certain amount.
keep us in the loop and let us know how he's doing.
But my grandma, her mom, said that poor Bethine, I wish it was me instead of her. And my grandma had, after mom had her stroke, 2 years after, my grandma had a massive stroke and
Yeah.
died before my mom.
Uh,
My
Yeah.
mom had a bad one. She couldn't speak. She couldn't use her right arm or her left arm or
Yeah.
her leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's another reason I hate my brother, because he lied to my mom. She didn't get up to say goodbye to her mother before she passed,
mm,
because he knew it was a massive stroke and she wasn't coming out of it. And he lied to
Yeah.
all of us. None of us got up there to say our goodbyes.
Mm.
And so we went up and she wasn't there. She's already in the funeral home and everything else. But it's like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. And
I
hopefully,
hate,
they can do quite a bit with rehab too. So
yes.
he may not get full use of it, but it will help a lot. I'm a big believer in physical therapy.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've had it several times on different little things.
But if he doesn't want to go to it, don't force him. That's one thing they said. If they don't want to do the physical therapy, don't force them. Work on it little by little. My mom did really good. She could get up out of her chair into her wheelchair and everything like that. But
Yeah.
physical therapy was working on different things, not the things she wanted to work on.
Yeah. So Pam, is he in the hospital or at home?
Rita's over there picking up things again.
Just cleaning her mess up.
No, I found some pieces to cut.
Yep. She found the pieces. She's going to get that thing done yet.
And we're never going to be off.
No, it's like, I don't care. I think it's great that she's getting it done.
Anytime, y'all welcome to stay, or because I
Yeah,
think
Oh, he's in the hospital, she said,
at
in
Fort
Fort
Worth.
Worth.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm saying my
Mm.
prayers for your husband tonight, Pam.
Yes. And we completely understand if you can't be on here,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because that's first and foremost.
But then when you need to come and talk, we'll be here too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
At
But
the
will
when
be.
stroke specialist hospital. See, my mom had her stroke at home before my dad got off his graveyard shift. And she never said anything. And then he got off work at 7. And she says, with a little bit of slurred speech, I want to go to see the doctor. And their doctor is 2 hours or 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
And my dad drove all the way up to that doctor to find out that she had a stroke. But if they could have went earlier, they could have prevented some of it.
Mm-hmm.
They say
Well,
if you feel funny, eat those 4 baby aspirin. Chew on those 4 baby aspirin.
uh,
You should always have, I have them in my pickup and in my cupboard. I have chewable baby aspirin. But if you're feeling funny, chew 4 of those baby aspirins. Just chew them. They're not going to hurt you. They could help you.
yeah.
And so I had them in every vehicle. They're in my cupboard. I'll take them to Florida with me
Yeah. A
because
friend
you
of
just never know.
a friend of mine, a real good close friend in our family, he was in the kitchen at my mom's house getting him a cup of coffee. And I guess my mom yelled or made some sound. And he said, "What'd you say?" So he went in there to see her, and he said she was like a limp dish rag on the floor.
Yeah.
And so he called the ambulance right away.
But my mom got up. She got dressed. She was all ready for when Dad got off work at
Huh.
7. And I want to go see my doctor.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, if they wouldn't have did that 2.5 hour trip, she might not have had the little bit of paralysis that she had.
Yeah.
But it's like when when you're dead set on going to one certain doctor, what can you do?
Yeah.
I was 14 when Mom had 9 heart attacks and a stroke.
Oh my goodness.
And Katie, now on Katie, she says her brain surgeon friend says aspirin 3 times a week is good to minimize stroke risk. My husband's doctor, when he was taking the aspirin, because Dr. Oz told him to take them daily, the low dose, he says, no, you only take them if you're told to take them. He says, now the baby aspirin, I agree upon. If
Yeah.
you feel funny, just chew 4 of them. Just chew them up. But he says,
Yeah.
don't take them unless I tell you to take them because they are a blood thinner.
Yeah.
I am on those blood thinners.
But they
But
are
you
to
know,
help.
my mom died from stroke. Her mom died from a stroke.
Yeah.
So it's just,
And it
in my
seems like
family.
everybody's, it's about 2 years after their strokes. Oh, her mom, take her to speech. She couldn't, my mom had full control of her bathroom needs. My mom fed herself. My mom did everything.
Yeah.
She just couldn't do it with her left hand. Oh, Rita's looking again.
I cut the wrong gold.
Maybe you need to wait till morning, Rita. You may be
Okay.
getting
I
tired.
needed this one.
You know,
Okay, Rita,
It's okay.
you're getting tired.
I'm laughing about it. I didn't cuss or nothing, but I did. I cut the wrong one. So.
Yeah.
just your look on your face and you're looking down and you're just like, okay, I can't believe I did that.
I know. I cut it. I sewed it. I trimmed it. I pressed it, and it's the wrong color.
Geez,
Just
it's
part
like,
of
do you
being
have
a
enough of the
quilter,
other
you
gold
know.
still?
It happens.
Yeah. Welcome to my world, Rita.
Yes. My mom always said, when things go wrong, just put it down, walk away, come back later, and it'll be fine.
It is.
My mom, I always told the kids whenever something went wrong, just put it down, walk away, go walk around the block, run around, scream, holler, something.
Poor Rita. Go to bed, Rita. It's not worth it.
And Pam was supposed to have those nerves burned today,
Oh,
but she had to cancel
all my
that.
back quarters messed up, and I won't have nothing to finish my quilt with.
Yeah, you ought to wait till
You need a
morning.
bigger fat
That
quarter.
again.
I know.
But
It's okay.
Measure twice,
tomorrow,
cut
so you
once.
don't goof it up again.
Oh, we still got 64 people in here. Y'all need to go to bed.
Well,
Well, in 9 minutes, my Perry Mason's going to be over, so why even go watch it?
Watch, I know.
we were waiting for you to finish that.
Wait for me to finish it.
No.
I'll come back on in the morning about 7:30, and you can watch me finish it.
That's 5:30 my time. I'm sorry, no. I'm not going to be here.
But I might need you. So.
You want me to set my alarm clock like I'm going to do for the eclipse?
Go to bed and start over. I tried to do a hard today, and it was a mess.
I have written on my board here, April 23rd, 6 a.m. for somebody.
I have no idea.
I don't know that person.
But it's like, I don't know what's happening April 23rd at 6 a.m.
It won't be mine. I never planned mine that far in advance.
The 29th is mine.
But it's like, yeah, it just makes me wonder, what is April 23rd at 6 a.m.? Because I'm normally not, I'm awake, but I'm not very active.
Do you have a
Yeah.
doctor's appointment then?
No, no, our doctors don't even go to work till 9.
Hmm.
They're not going to be in that early.
But on the other side of the mountain where Kathy is, they make appointments for 7 a.m.
Well, that's early for
Oh my
doctors.
gosh.
And I thought,
I think the
who in the
earliest I've
heck?
been is like at 8 o'clock, you know,
If
Those doctors wouldn't want to see me at 7 a.m.
because before that they're at the hospital, you know, making their rounds earlier.
it takes me 2 hours to get downtown to see my surgeon, and he doesn't see me till almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over
Yeah.
here and sit and make the coffee for in the morning. I'm not leaving yet.
Now she's gonna make her coffee while she has company.
Yeah, she's going to need that coffee in the morning.
I will.
Yeah. So I have to go looking April 23rd, 6 a.m. What the heck is that?
I have no idea. What day of the week is it?
I don't. Oh, I could look at that. That might help.
Look at that. That might help you.
It's bad enough. On May 1st, 3 a.m.
Pam, I finished Texas Angels dog blanket.
Find the calendar on this thing here. I don't. There it is. It's too obvious. It says calendar. It's a Tuesday.
What day of the week is April 23rd? Do you know?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And I have no idea.
Hmm.
But it's 6 a.m.
Just
I
wait
don't
till
know.
you get a phone call.
So where are you? You were
It was
supposed to
like-
pick me up.
Because I even have it on here. My calendar, do a live, do a live, do a live, do a live on all the days that Kathy's gone. My alarm goes off to remind me.
Always write in mine on the day, like doctor
Thank you.
appointment at such and such time, or you know, whatever. Sandra wrote something in her calendar,
Yeah.
April 23rd, 6:30 a.m., but she doesn't know what.
Yeah.
I told her just wait till the phone calls.
Mm.
There's no kids or anything. It's not a hot date or nothing.
And it's
Not
Tuesday.
no 6 a.m.
Were you doing something with your family?
No, because they all work Monday through Friday.
Do you have to babysit that day?
Yeah, I was wondering if they wanted you to watch the
No,
kids.
babysitting would be 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
That babysitting scary time. Unless grandma leaves or brings them in, then it would be 6:30. But it's like
There's
just
going to be a
have a look
morning I'm going to have to get up at 4:30. Well, no, at 4 to be at my friend's house at 4:30 because I have to be at the airport at 5 a.m.
Is Rita cutting fabric again?
Yeah, but I don't want that piece.
The dark
Go
gold.
away. It's no good.
I thought I picked that up. I thought it was white, but then I saw no, it's got color on it.
Yeah. See, that's just it. Some of the material you can pick it up and you go, well, I thought this was yellow. No, it's white on the back.
But this one, I do need this one.
Yep.
And then
Do you have more of that?
a
But if
little
you're
bit,
making
yeah.
half square triangles, is that the 3 7/8 piece?
Well, I cut it 4, so yeah.
Okay. I
But
cut
you like
mine all 4.
I was going to say
trim.
earlier, do away with that 3 7/8. Just make it 4 inches.
Yeah, I never. But then when you have a center block that has to be 2 7/8, they all complain because they have to do that.
Yeah.
May 1st, Nancy.
This is what I was looking for.
And I will do a live or two from Florida.
Yep, I heard that today
Yeah.
on the live.
Yep. I will do a couple lives from Florida.
Good.
I'll record some. If I go to the manatees, then I'll record some of that. And I would love to go to at least one of the actual lighthouses, not a light pole.
Uh-huh.
Because
Well, if I see, like, say if Rita's on a live or Mona, like during the daytime while I'm at the sewing retreat, I'll hop on the StreamYard there.
yeah, I think I've seen
If
you
I can
hop
get
in.
Wi-Fi there, because it's
Yeah.
kind of iffy
Yeah,
in that building where you can get it or not, because it's a lot of brick in there.
Rita in great quilt shop you can buy some fabric from. I know a great quilt shop you can buy some fabric from.
If I mess all this up,
It's like you'd have to get those 2 special fat quarters.
but yeah, I bought this. Well, when we started this so long,
Yeah,
I ordered it from Missouri Star, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't think they sell just
don't-
fat quarters. Say, I
don't-
want the orange, the dark gold one, and I want. And
I don't even go look at them daily deals anymore. It's not
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Well, you don't need to. You got your own shop.
I know.
The only thing I went and bought from there that was those special of the day, like Missouri Star, was when they had the batting on sale.
Yeah.
I did buy that because that is needed in order to finish a quilt. Because I
Yeah.
can only buy things I need to finish a project.
Well, I found a upholstery company that's a local company here, and
Yeah.
they sell Hobbs 80/20 batting, and I bought like a huge roll of it.
Yeah.
It'll
I don't
last
have
me
a place
forever.
to put one of those big rolls. I don't have a second house like Rita.
I don't either. I have it in but I have a huge walk-in closet
And I don't. My house has
near
got
my
standard.
bathroom, so it's in there. But I did lay it down, but I'm keeping the plastic over it though.
Oh, Marla says, I bought the Lego sewing machine from Missouri Star. Did you put it together yet, Marla?
Lego sewing machine.
And
Yeah.
that was
You've
about
never
a
seen
year
that?
ago. I remember, Sandra, you got that one because I still remember seeing yours.
Yep, I put it together. A whole bunch of us went over to Missouri Star and we bought that. So Terry's making a dress for Dress-A-Girl, and I have my fabric to make too.
I made some last year that I sent to Yeah. I did.
And if my great granddaughter ever touches that and it falls apart, I'll put it back together with super glue.
Yeah.
It's up on the shelf right there where she can't even see it to touch it.
Yeah. Well, Marla said her and her granddaughter put it together.
Yeah. And then there's a couple other ones because it's not made by Lego.
Oh, somebody's asking who's making dresses?
Yeah. So Terry's making them.
Yeah, these are for little kids.
Yeah. It's called Dress-A-Girl. Mine went to a house fire that had some little girls in Portland, Oregon. So
I think the ones I made for they were going overseas. They were taking them.
Well, they took a bunch to Alaska.
To like Colombia.
They take a lot of things up to Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah, they take quilts every year.
Marla's not doing them this
Yeah,
year.
I'm not doing them this year either. I got too much.
Well, I didn't do them last year, so
Yeah.
since I was gifted that that group of material, there's enough to make 2 dresses there.
Yeah.
So I thought, pay it forward.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was glad when, there was a family that could use them. But she
Yeah.
didn't get a whole lot of dresses. There wasn't a lot of Washington participants. And she sent me, I think it was 3 thank yous after the fact
Hmm.
on the dresses.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you never did. Pam did 20 or 10 in 2022. And then after I sent them, I didn't realize they suggested like putting little pairs of underpants in the pocket. So they had a change of that also. But that gal said
I
that
didn't hear about that.
she said she had bought a bunch and so she put them in the pocket.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was part of it that we could do.
I didn't either.
I followed the instructions. It said to make the dress and wear it.
Listen,
Contact your person to
Sandra,
where to
listen.
send them to.
Listen to me sewing.
Yeah, she cut the fabric. Didn't you see her?
Yeah.
Yes, it's right now.
Yeah. Look at that. It's right.
Is that the last part?
I've got to do one more.
Oh.
As long as she's sitting there and that sewing machine's there and that fabric's there, she's going to finish it.
Yep.
I figured
She's
you might
so
wait
close.
till morning.
Well, I thought about it.
And Katie has 2 dresses done and another one almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta start long arming that quilt because it has to go to Florida with me.
Yeah.
She bought the t-shirts to go with the sundresses. See, I'm not gonna. I have to use what I have.
I think I still have some of those little tags they sent me.
Yeah. So Terry bought the big bundle and she sent me.
Did she?
So many tags.
Okay.
And they want to know, is Carrie sleeping?
Nope. I'm watching.
Well, I can't sleep in my chair.
I'm on my bed.
Oh, and my chair squeaks when I lean back.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs oil.
He says Carrie is blinking.
Keeping everybody up past their bedtime.
Yeah,
That's
I
my-
don't even know what time it is because my watch died.
It's 12:19 here.
Well, it's only 9 o'clock here.
Give me just a few more minutes.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I never go out till 1 o'clock anyways with Lil.
And Terry's still sleeping in his recliner?
No, I think he's awake down there now.
Oh, he's gonna probably you was making too much noise. You woke him up.
He's probably, what the heck is she doing this late?
That the sound of the sewing machine. Yeah, Nancy says we want to see your finished block.
Just a few more.
You finished your block.
Yeah.
It should be just about done. Just about.
Well, I'm gonna have to sew this into this one now. Let me look at it again now.
She wants to make sure she doesn't have to rip.
Make sure you sew it in the right direction.
But I know my alarm is going to go off at 9 a.m. At least I shouldn't be awake at 5 in the morning. I can set my alarm clock, and I'm always awake 2 hours before it. So my alarm was set to go off at 7:30 this morning because I had to do that garbage thing.
Yeah.
And I was up at 5:30.
The only
I
time
go,
I set a alarm,
why?
I have to be somewhere, at a certain time,
Yeah.
real early. That's the only time.
I got
Well,
up at 5 to go to the washroom. I went right back to sleep.
Well, I have to be up dressed by 9:30 every day. That's when Kathy sends us our codes for the Zoom to go on
Yeah.
her live. So I have to make sure the dog's fed, watered, pottied, everything. And Ace is in there waiting for food. But I'm waiting to see the block too. And I'm getting this tickle in my throat. And I cut too much fabric today, so it's just like I have a sinus allergy head cold
Yeah.
because the dust, just a little, I'm allergic to quilting.
And she still does it.
Yeah.
Well, there's,
I can go without.
there's the
Well,
top
there's the other half.
half. Yep. So see,
Just don't sew them
there,
together.
there you go. I thought
Now
it
That
you
would
see
not
it.
have been good reading.
There
Todd
you
says,
go.
hi, Rita and ladies, or Michelle of
Hey,
Todd.
Michelle.
One more scene,
One more sewing.
and she will have it.
That'll be my fourth one today.
I know.
Yeah, because it's still before midnight at your house.
You're on a roll.
I am.
You would be late if you was at Carrie's house.
Yeah.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get it.
Okay.
She's going to get it, guys.
Ready? You ready? Let me get.
Yay!
There it is.
Don't look like anything's wrong with it, does it?
No, I see a pinwheel in it. I see everything looks right.
I
Yep.
see that
There you go.
pinwheel.
I did it.
Yay, Rita! One
a
more
few-
block.
Had a few mishaps, but I got it.
So that's 6.
Looky there. You
Now
didn't-
she's got
you didn't
better.
put it together pretty good there in the middle. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But sometimes that don't
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
You did it.
17,
did it.
18. She's got 11 more to do.
Now, where the pinwheel is, are you gonna iron those seams open, or just press to the side?
I give mine that little twist.
It don't have the twist. I may press it open right there, just in a little bit right
Because
there.
of all that intersecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do I sleep? Between midnight and 6 a.m. My time, usually. Sometimes it's 2 to 6.
And I don't go to bed till 2 in the morning.
Mm.
I have a friend that she has gone on 4 hours a night forever.
Yeah, that's
But that's all
normally.
she requires.
Yeah, that's my normal is 4.
If I can get 6, I do pretty good,
Yeah,
if I can get that.
it's like most of the time it's way after midnight, and then I'm up at 4 in the morning. There's nothing on TV at 4 in the morning.
But there is at 5.
On YouTube.
I watch Highway Patrol.
At 5 o'clock, I watch either Grey's Anatomy or The Closer.
And then it's on from 5 to 6. Then at 6, I watch My Three Sons.
And
But
see,
then
that
after that,
doesn't,
sometimes I roll over and take another nap.
I don't get that one.
It's on. It's called Me TV.
Yeah, I don't get Me. And then
They're
I'm
like
gonna lose.
they're like old shows.
They're gonna start charging for Turner Classic. I don't watch Turner Classic, and they said if you want to get it, you can pay
Yeah,
for it to have it extra. And it's like, no, I'm not. I don't
yeah,
watch it now.
Mhm.
And then there's one other channel they're taking off, and we have to pay for it if we want to watch it. And I says, well, I'm not missing it,
nah.
but thank you, Michelle. It's
Yes,
like,
Sandra's the expert.
no, I'm not an expert.
You know, I don't think I would have got this and figured out very quick if you hadn't been here to tell me what to do.
But it's like everybody's always amazed. I have usually 2 quilt projects going on the wall, and then behind me is more. It's like I try to keep myself going.
So when are you gonna do your long arm
Long arms are too noisy to
to do
video.
a live?
Yeah,
And so I tomorrow after I get done with the block making, I'm going to go start quilting on that, and I should have that done by Sunday.
And hello to Ann. Ann, are you just getting here? Ann, we've been here for 3 hours and 45 minutes.
I'm about ready to go.
Yeah, I am.
Me too, but I'm proud of myself. So.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
got quite a bit
Rita
done
did it.
today. But it's not going to be that you have this much time every day either. You know.
But I have things recorded just for those dead periods of time that there's nothing to watch.
Yeah.
Because if I can't sleep, I have to do something, and I'm not going to get up and go sew.
Yeah.
It's like I always try to.
I can't sew because my apartment is like a bachelor. I got somebody's bedroom right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you that person would wring my neck if I was.
I don't like to do night sewing. I don't feel I can see as good as I should.
Good night, Pam.
Good night, Pam.
Yeah.
Unless the light's really good, I can't sew at night. But
Yeah.
I've got a bright light over this table just for sewing.
Yeah.
One night, Courtney.
Good night, Pam.
We was on messengers sewing together at 2 a.m. my time. It was 4 a.m. her time. She couldn't sleep.
Well, let's ask Ann where she is, because she says it's 7 a.m. Where you at, Ann?
She's not from here.
It's not here. It's almost midnight here.
It's not here because it's almost 1 o'clock here.
Is she in Australia, I wonder?
She'll have to tell us where she's at. Could be.
She could be in Switzerland, Denmark. She's over in that area. Because I have both Switzerland and Denmark clocks on my thing.
Yeah, Marla does late sewing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They said good morning, Ann.
Yeah. I just like sewing in the daytime when I can have
night, Janice.
The blinds open and I can see outside.
Good night, Janice.
And that light coming in.
I can't believe there's still 66 of y'all up, though.
There's 66 night owls up here. Oh, Michelle's in Utah. 10:30.
She's in Turkey.
Turkey.
Okay.
Well, what are you doing in Turkey? Because that sounds like that's not a Turkish name, is it? I'm being nosy, but
there's a lot of people that go live in other countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they're not.
It's like on Kathy's, we have Gisela that lives in Sweden. She comes on all the time, but it's just about their bedtime when she comes on. It's
But some people, I mean, who they've married, that's where they're from, or they took a job for a certain reason
yeah,
in a different country.
military. You
Yeah,
just never
so
know.
military. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see my blog?
Yeah, she did.
We can thank Sandra. Oh, boy, that pinwheel's showing better that way, ain't
Yeah, it's beautiful, Rita.
it? So she's in Thursday already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, now I'm on Thursday morning now.
And she came here in 1999.
So you've been
Yeah.
there a few years. Oh,
But she come from South Africa.
Africa.
Oh.
Okay. You've just been all
Okay.
over the place.
But yeah,
Just,
and that gal that, you know, the night with that square dance block, the one of the gals that was on here from Australia, I think it was. She
Yeah.
made that block.
Okay.
She sent me a picture of it and everything, and
Wow.
thanked me for the challenge.
Well,
And then I sent her back another block that we did that was a challenge, and she says, "I'll do that after I
See,
get done
The
with
guy
your
she
block."
married to's from there.
And
okay.
she did it really fast.
we found out your whole background. So
Yep.
I was curious.
Know what country you live in, why you're living there.
Yeah, why are you there? How long you been there? Oh, well, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Me
you gotta
too.
go
I
to
need to
bed.
go.
I gotta go. I mean it this time. I mean it.
Bye,
Okay, bye,
everybody.
I'm gonna push the
everybody.
button.
See you tomorrow, Sandra.
Yeah, I see you tomorrow.